little bit.
All right.
Awesome.
We are live doing art lessons, hanging out. We're going to be doing a couple of watercolors later in the stream, including a watercolor of Mickey Beaky right here.
Devil Mickey.
Ryan asked for Devil Mickey to get drawn. Was like, oh, I don't have an OC. Could we? And I'm like, oh, well, do you want one of our cast members? And they're like, yeah, the girl from the back of book volume 2 with the devil outfit. And I'm like,
yeah,
what? Let's go.
Let's go. But Colin's gonna be really sad because we're gonna have to ship it out.
Dude, it's literally gonna be the saddest day of my entire life shipping that off.
You better take a photo, and not even a photo of it. Photo of it would do justice. How do you build hair structure and make it make sense and not off? I hope that makes sense. It does make sense.
It does make sense.
It does make sense. I recommend you to make a few lines on a sphere. It could go like this, almost like a little volleyball, but like partial volleyball. And then what I want you to do is try to draw hair starting from this line. Hair clumps. So you can see like this turns into bangs.
Ping.
Ping, yes.
Thank you.
Right here, you'll notice how hair parts. Sometimes it kind of looks like a folded book. I'm kind of just giving a quick little tutorial, and then, we'll kind of, chat here and there. But I just thought I'd give this a little bit. So you want to think about your hair clumps kind of like ribbons or like book pages, but like thinner and more layered. And they also come in various different sizes.
Let's go, bro.
And draw it going over the sphere. And then you'll see where they start parting. You'll see where they begin. There's also other types that start off with a point and then they flare outwards. So there's a lot of different ways the hair likes to part. If you want spiky hair, this is a great one. Kind of think of it like a flower. And all of a sudden, I think this kind of looks like a dahlia, funny enough. Dahlia flower.
Oh, sorry, I'm late. You are not late in the slightest. You joined less than 1 minute in, so you're good.
What are you guys doing? Good evening. Hey.
Ardenum. Like, there's two components to hair.
Yeah.
There's the design, and then there's the volume. So, that's how I like to think about it.
Fox's hair in side view so we can post another 2 million vid.
Dude.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Chat, we had this video that we just posted, right? It's within the last couple days, it got 2.6 million views. And I cut it off of the video, but the last words I said before the video was, this is a 2 million view TikTok, by the way. And then the video started, and we uploaded it, and it was.
Yeah.
Prophecy. The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Isn't that crazy?
Because it blows people's minds.
Yeah.
If you post something that blows people's minds and you communicate it well, your TikTok's gonna go viral probably. It doesn't actually have to be mind-blowing. It just has to blow people's minds.
Bro,
which I guess would mean it's mind-blowing. But it can be something that's like, it could be something that you've known your whole life, but other people might not have heard it that way. I say that before every video. That's the hack. Can I get a lottery ticket? Yeah, clip our stream.
Yeah, clip our stream.
Predicts the future. Hey there.
Maybe if I come up with a good one, I'll save this head for later. What brush is that? You can get this brush in our Discord. Colton made this brush. I think it's just called New Drawing Brush.
Yeah, it's in the resource share channel as a pinned message.
Is it a real school you go to? No, it's an online school.
It's online, so you can go to it from anywhere. You do go to it, but you can go to it online.
Are the before and afters on your TikTok page? I can't find them.
They're on our website, but I can show a couple of them if you want.
Yep. So these are some before and afters from people who've taken our school.
Yeah, these are some of our student stuff. I need to make this the right size. There we go. This kind of stuff. Here's a bunch of them. Shiro, Joker. I'll go back to some of these. Where's Ketsu's?
This one's amazing.
Great. Waterflower. They also took a live class, right? Mo Flower.
I believe so. Yeah, they did. Hey, I did your side profile practice, and I'm getting really good at it. That's awesome.
Here's Dahlia.
I love Dahlias. That one's a really good one.
Yeah. Ketsu's
very
legend,
good improvement.
Dude. A legend. You can just see that a lot of the decision making, for Dahlia, for example, you can see that, say, for example, like originally, like we teach you how to think about things like overlaps and perspective and design and like stuff that you just wouldn't know unless you've learned it. It's like you can see she's thinking about form and hair grouping and foreshortening, and she's using a lot of those like decision making now, right? So you can see that there's just like a huge difference, because that's what you learn in a school that teaches fundamentals. You learn about overlaps, creating volume. You learn to think about shape design and the shapes of things, and you learn to think about composition, and you build things with a structure. Like, I'm going to start with the composition. I'm going to work in the proportions. I'm going to think about the gesture of my character. I'm thinking about the volume of the body and the arms. I'm thinking about using reference and how to approach a drawing in like a more thoughtful manner rather than just kind of like
rather than just jumping in.
Art is very process driven. It's very, very process driven. And so you learn a process, and then you use that process until it becomes second nature, and then you don't even really realize you're using the process after a while. It's just part of who you are.
Yeah, it becomes like so ingrained that you can't really draw in any other way. Do you guys have a Discord? Yes.
Yep.
It's on this site.
We have a Discord.
Can you still sign up to join the art school? Yes. Yeah. Anyone can join at any time.
Yep.
So you can check it out here once again. Where can I sign up? Right here.
Hi from YT. Hey, Faye. So glad you're covering hair again. Awesome. Yeah, hair's a really important topic.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the art style of Mission Yozakura family? I don't know what that is. What is it?
Someone's asking, can we see Ketsus?
Yozakura family, yeah.
How does someone get kicked out? You don't, because it's online, it's self-paced. You have it forever. You don't get kicked out.
Where the heck did I close it?
I think you did. You might have closed it. Off topic, but do you guys get to see the meteor shower tonight? Oh, I don't even know that there was a meteor shower.
Maybe we go outside and look. Dude, there've been stinking dust storms nonstop here in Arizona. We probably won't even be able to see anything. Stinking state. Arizona, stinky. Nah, it's not stinky. It's very dusty though.
Yeah, when it rains, it smells fantastic.
Ketsu's hardcore.
Yeah, he's very hardcore.
Yeah, he's gone through a lot of the school. Really applies himself. Like, I mean, this is when we first met him. We met him a couple of years ago, and he's been going through the school, doing the homework. Like, he's going through other stuff too. The thing about really hardworking artists is they're always learning from a bunch of different places. So, like, obviously, I don't want to take credit for all of this. He's like, people teach themselves through practice and stuff. So he takes a bunch of classes. Proud to say a lot of our classes. Yeah. He's been going through them like crazy. But yeah, like you can see, like he's thinking about all of this stuff. He's even better than this now. Yeah, this is actually pretty old work of his. He posted some stuff recently that's a lot better than this too. But it's very process driven.
We recommend at least 13 for the school. Everything is very safe, so no worries about that.
Yeah, like if you work really hard and practice and do a lot of quantity and do assignments that help you get better, you will get better.
Yeah, you will.
It's like if you go to the gym and lift heavy weights until you're tired and you do it a lot over and over, your muscles will get stronger. It's just how people learn, how people work. Like, skills are learnable things.
Yeah.
And people have been teaching art for centuries and centuries, right? Like, we didn't invent any of the stuff that we teach. We just compiled it and teach it in our own way, like our favorite stuff. Like perspective, form drawing, design. Like, we teach shape design. We teach how to think about hair and eyes and faces and drawing them at different angles. And we teach color theory. We're not like teaching anything that we invented. We put it together and make it organized so you can get better quickly.
Yeah.
So, ruffles. Ruffles are great.
Ruffles are great.
Yeah, we could go over some ruffles.
Yeah. This is how I think about long hair. When I do long hair, I like to draw in arrows, because if I start immediately going into strands, my chances of trying to see things holistically goes out the window. So I use arrows just to get my general direction, and I like to make sure that my lines are free. You're not trying to get the most precise, long lock of hair. Like, then that creates stiffness. So just kind of put one random line. So I'm going to just do this again. So all I did was I put one random line like this, and I made it as long as I want. This gives me a pathway or like an entry point to then add other strands. So then I decide, okay, I'm going to draw another strand, and I'm going to say, maybe this strand right here or this line is the thickness of my hair. And so now what is this hair going to do? Is it going to flow in the same direction, or is it going to go the opposite way? For me, I like it when my hair kind of goes in a general direction because that feels more consistent. So I want it to be kind of flowing, and I want it to go in the general same direction, but you'll notice that these curves are very different. They're nicely designed. And then you continue adding more strands, the ones that help you the most, that gives you volume and thickness and also direction. And then once you have like a general idea, you can then, add a bit more detail if you want. I actually did this on the wrong layer, but that's okay. Let's just turn this into hair. Like, let's say like, oh, maybe she could definitely have like this long strand of hair that goes like this. So now you're taking this line and you're turning it into something. I find that is a lot more stress-free rather than trying to like think of the perfect hairstyle right off the bat. You're creating it as you go. And I feel like that's a really cool design challenge because look at this. What I'm doing now is I'm modifying this shape. I'm taking this and then I am deviating from this initial curve, but I'm pushing it back into that initial curve, and then I'm adding and turning it into a strand. And then I'm flipping and rotating and flipping again. And notice that I'm not even keeping that close to my original line. I'm just using this as a base and then making the actual drawing even more flowy than what it normally is.
Off topic of the first photo background thing on your website is really cool. You mean this? We need to change this to 300 now.
Yeah, 300 students
Forgot
now.
about
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the cast, the Anime Academy cast.
That's our OCs.
Yep. Jake, Tira, Miki, Miko, Jun, and Naomi. There are cast. We're probably going to add more sometime.
Do you have to pay to enroll? Yes.
Yeah, this is a paid program.
Yeah, it's a paid program.
The Anime Art School. Hey, Alif. Never had character with short hair. Ruins the fun in drawing. I never have character with short hair. It ruins the fun in drawing them to me.
I totally understand that.
I get it. Hair is fun to draw.
Hair is fun. Long hair especially is very fun to draw. And then you add supporting strands. Let's see. Is Miki the favorite child? She's one of the favorite children.
Yes. For me, she's my OC, so...
Yeah. How much do you pay to enroll?
And the Miki sellout. What?
Yeah. How much do you pay? It's $497 for the program. It'll take you about a year to get through, but you have it forever. And then some people ask, like, what do you learn? What do you learn in this school? There she is.
There's
So
Miki
these
and
two
Miko.
are our two main mascots.
They're sisters.
They're sisters. You learn a lot of things. You learn how to draw from imagination, which is actually something that I feel like we could talk about.
Yeah, it's a school that focuses on drawing from imagination primarily.
Yeah.
So you learn the foundations, right? Perspective, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, drawing objects at different angles. You learn color theory, painting. You learn how to observe and paint things and learn from the real world, like doing still lifes and how to organize those and choose colors and values and design, like this kind of stuff. This is one of my lessons on still lifes. Like, this is not anime style, but the same principles apply. This is like doing a still life in the painting class, right? It helps you do stuff like this. This is a painting that I did, and then Christina did the character for it.
Yep.
Right? I teach you how to draw and paint backgrounds, how to think about overlaps and landscapes and breaking things down simply. This is in the perspective class. This is in the rendering class. This is all rendered with a basic round brush, calculating light from a point light in the room. I teach you how to calculate cast shadows like this. This is a directional light, which is different than a point light. I teach you how to do both, right? Drawing objects at different angles, thinking about it simply.
And all of this is to be able to draw really cool illustrations from imagination.
Yep. It's a school that focuses on if you want to draw from imagination. Like, all of this stuff is imaginary. Like, how do we set things up so we can draw it from different angles? How do we think about things in volumes? How do we break them down into chunks? How do we simplify common things that you might want to draw, like plants and shrubbery, and draw them from different angles? Like, it's very process driven.
So how old do you have to be?
We recommend at least 13, but just remember, it is like a college level program. So it's not a kids drawing tutorial. It's for people who really want to get better and want to learn those fundamentals. But there's no strict age limit. There's nothing inappropriate in the classes.
Yeah.
But it is, I teach what I learned professionally. Like what I did professionally for years, I have lessons on that stuff. Shape design, value grouping, color theory, setting up limited palettes, how to paint different materials. Like I have whole lessons on paint, like how I would break down different materials like metal and wood, stone, grass, even like common objects like a boba cup. Like this has multiple materials, right? It's got this, it's got the brown sugar, it's got the boba pressing against the inside, it's got water droplets on it, it's got a plastic straw. And so like all of these materials, this has like, here's the ice. This is like kind of a low res version of it, but there's the ice, right? Like here's a space heater. This has a bunch of materials. It's got the metal inside. It's got painted metal right here. It's got the rubber. It's got plastic. It's got this reflective material. So like this single ball has a bunch of different materials on it. And I teach you how to break those down and like understand them. Because there's only so many properties of materials, right? There's like the reflectiveness of it. There's the transparency of it. If it's a light, there's like the emissiveness of it. It's like your sliders in Blender or nodes in Blender.
Yeah.
You can be trained to think in terms of materials. Like reflective materials have a specular highlight. You know, metal doesn't really have core shadows, and they have speculars. They're a reflection of the environment.
Someone asked an interesting question about how to draw a sitting pose in a different angle or many angles. I would recommend drawing the side view of the person sitting so that you know what angles these forms are going in. Like if you know how the rib cage is going, then you can draw it in a different perspective. Now this is assuming that you understand how to draw boxes in different angles, but that's what I would recommend if you want to figure out a sitting pose. Because this can easily be translated to something like this if you're going to move your camera up a little bit. Let me move this over. And you can answer any other questions if you need to.
Mission Yozakura family. I mean, that's cute. It's a cute style.
That is cute. So like by simplifying the body into basic blocks like this, it becomes easier. And then you can always add anatomy on top later.
My hair looks too much like a ribbon. How can I make them less flat looking? Flat.
Like less ribbony? Like not like a literal ribbon? Like this?
Probably, maybe. Well, things look less flat when you show more sides.
Yeah.
So like showing sides reduces flatness. Like I mean at its simplest form, if you've got a box and you show one side and you show two sides, 1, 2, and you show three sides, 1, 2, 3. This one tends to feel the most sticky outy because you're seeing multiple sides. Well, hair works the same way, right? You see one side, two sides. So here's one. Learn this from Will Weston. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3. This one right here tends to feel the most dimensional. So it does the job of coming towards us. That's like design thinking, right? So objects in the back that you don't want to pop out towards us, you may want to add less sides to. Objects in the middle, you might want to add some sides to it. And objects in the front, the bangs, you know, hair that comes out towards us. You don't have to do this, by the way, with, like you can do it by flipping it, like what Christina did. This would show two sides.
Yeah. They said they want to add thickness to the hair and not make it look like
3.
Yeah.
Oh, that? That would probably come from this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not that you're literally adding cross sections, but like if you want to add thickness. You could go.
You can apply the thickness by adding like strands overlapping each other.
Yeah, you could go like whatever, maybe like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Ooh.
this tends to add thickness, and some people add thickness through past shadows as well. Like you might have one strand coming over another strand, and you could go.
Ooh, that's really good.
That can help add thickness, like this sort of thing.
I've also seen.
There's a bunch of little. I don't want to call them tricks because it sounds a bit gimmicky, but there are a bunch of techniques that people will use to show depth. And when you learn them, you can apply them to your art.
Yeah. Like, I like doing this personally. Like, I like having the main strand, but then a side strand comes in and kind of you can kind of see an edge to this hair strand. And then this would describe the side, and then this will come back in and add the back side of the hair. Like, that's what I like to do to add thickness. New to drawing, can you give me tips on practice schedules? What's your end goal when it comes, like, do you want to do drawing like professionally? Do you want to do drawing just more as a hobby? Because the practice schedules will look different depending on what your goal is.
Yeah, how much time do you have? Do you work a job? How much energy do you have? There's so many questions that I would ask before giving an answer.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I would say maybe think about those kind of things. How to? Never mind.
That works a lot. Thank you. You're welcome. That drawing someone crouching down. How do I draw that from a side profile? Side POV? I think your best bet will be reference. Like, how is the person crouching? What's their gesture? Does it kind of look like this? And then you attach. Try to make it as simple as possible and then add more stuff later. Well, that's a fun pose.
They're like sitting on something.
Oh, I didn't like that pose very much.
Like, there's a lot of different ways that people crouch. Like, this one's really popular.
That one is very popular.
People can crouch different ways. I would take a plumb line if you don't want the pose to feel like it's tipping over. Take a plumb line from the base of the neck down to the ground. That'll be your center of gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Kneel, the one with kneel, with one kneel down. Kneel. Huh?
With one knee down, like you're kneeling. You're kneeling on one knee. You just make sure that your knee's touching the ground. That's really it. But if you notice that your pelvis is way too high, you got to lower that physically down.
Yeah.
I would also look for places like, oh, is the elbow touching the knee? If that's the case, then it has my rib cage has to be at a certain point. My rib cage has to be like lowered to a certain degree. Like, what I would do is I would bend my rib cage being or like torso being in different levels and see where you get with the different bending levels. So like if it's only just slightly bent, your elbow cannot probably reach to the knee if it's like this, right? It's just a bit too short. But if you're really leaned down like this and you have your leg up like this, your elbow can probably reach it. Right? Just kind of using those little different landmarks to help you. How do you draw well in a short amount of time? I always play Draw Me on Roblox, but with the 5 minutes limit, it doesn't look good. You gotta try to hit the most important parts of your drawing, and it takes time. It just you just gotta keep on trying. Like for me, whenever I draw in 5 minutes, I like to start off with hair because that's probably the most complicated part, and then this helps me frame the face, and then afterwards I draw the face. And all that's left is drawing my features. Of course, I'm doing this really fast. It's really hard to do it fast without a guideline. So I would recommend drawing in a lot of guidelines until you memorize it. And then try to draw without it. Go back to with guidelines. And then just keep practicing. You will get faster.
Yeah, it's a matter of deciding what is most important and relevant and what's not worth spending the time on.
Yeah.
It's like a hierarchy of important things.
Mm-hmm.
With, the most important being focal point, which would most likely be the face and the hair,
Yeah.
because that's what people like looking at.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, you'll notice this a lot when Christina plays Draw Me. She prioritizes the places that people look at the most, and then everything else she just kind of makes sure that it's at least at a base
level, like of good. Like, okay, I got my head, but now I got to make sure my shoulders are generally around the same, around a good like placement, so it doesn't distract people. So like a lot of times my poses will kind of have like this vibe to it. And then you just add on top. But this is a lot easier said than done, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly takes a lot of practice, but it
Yeah.
is a matter of, there's a hierarchy of importance. You know, the composition and read being like the most important.
Like, I definitely would not recommend starting with like no idea of what you want to draw and just like kind of going in with no plan. Like, I mean, it's very difficult if you're going to draw in 5 minutes, but like sometimes picture some general idea in your head. Like, is this going to be a 3/4? If it's going to be a 3/4, I'm going to tackle it like this, rather than having no idea whatsoever. Have an idea.
That's specifically on the question of how does Christina draw so fast and Draw Me.
Exactly.
It's like, this is not like, it's more of answering a question rather than saying you should do this, because this comes with time
Yeah,
and
it does.
practice. It's more of an experience thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a lot of experience, you will naturally develop an understanding of hierarchy, of what is the thing that I need to draw in order for this artwork to look finished quickly.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Do you do it different when you're doing a longer piece? Oh, absolutely, I do. I will take different measures. How do I draw good male anatomy? I'm only good at skinny/women bodies. I'd say just immediately start changing your body shape. So what that means is look at a bunch of like muscular body types and try to find the essence of the body shape. So like, is their torso look more like this or more like this? Right? Which one looks bulkier? I'm kidding. This one looks bulkier. Why? Well, it's because there's certain muscles that these guys build to get them to look like that. So like this right here is your traps, your neck. Broad necks tend to have more of a muscular look. Larger chest muscles, right? Like here with this kind of guy, you'll probably have a very shrunk down chest muscle. But with this guy, it's more bulky. But it's all because of that like initial body shape. And everything else kind of looks like bowling balls, you know. Actually, I have a body type that I've drawn. Where is it? Like really bulky body types, I use that same kind of structure. Even for women, I use like a more masculine approach for like if you want to draw like really buff women, you just use masculine structure with a bit of feminine. Here's like a really skinny dude, right? Like very, very narrow pecs. Like here's that body type. I'm using that same thick traps, large pecs, large deltoid. And I'm using that specific body shape that looks like this. So when you change it to that, you're giving yourself an easier time to then apply your muscles in there. Half of my OC is behind a tree with a 3/4 view with this head and hand coming from behind the tree. Huh.
Want to improve or to be professional? What practice schedules can you give me? If you want to become a professional at what?
Yeah, we ask these specific questions to help you more.
Like, what is your goal? You want to make your own comic? You want to make your own... you want to be an illustrator? You want to do commissions?
Thinner the body, the closer it is to the bone structure.
I've been practicing 1 hour a day for 6 months. How can I know that I'm practicing correctly? Have you gotten better? 6 months is probably enough time to have seen some progress.
Mm-hmm.
When I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. Nice.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
I want to make a comic someday.
That's like one of the OG
Yeah.
things that people want to do. Love it.
Where can I start with anatomy? I can definitely answer that. I'll just write it down real quick. I don't know if the person answered their question about what they want to do.
Do you think it's possible to draw original pieces with aphantasia? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a couple of friends with aphantasia who are professional artists. Stinkin' Dan hasn't updated his portfolio in ages, bro. Ugh. But this is one of my buddies. He has aphantasia. He's a really, really good friend of mine. I met him before he even started drawing ever. And this is original artwork. This is original. This is stinking so old, too. He never uploads his artwork. He's actually an art director. But a lot of stuff like this.
Really cool.
He does studies. All kinds of stuff. I mean, you know he's legit when Ramon Hurtado, when all these people follow him. Ron Gia follows him.
Aphantasia is basically like you can't really imagine things in your head. I believe that's what the short term
Ahmed Al-Duri follows
definition
him.
is.
Lane Brown, Zach Retz, dude.
Wow.
You want to know? Zach Retz is so good.
That's so good.
This is Zach Retz's art, dude. He's insane. He's been a legend since I was a kid. But yeah, Dan's legit, dude, and he has aphantasia. He didn't even know he had it. This is like a design assignment where he took Lupin the Third, and you do shape language exercises. This is like design assignment. See,
that's really cool. Please don't spam the same question. I see it. How to practice, how to spend my 1 hour practicing correctly. I'll just let you know that 1 hour isn't enough to practice like all the subjects. So you just spend a topic. I don't know what you want to practice for 1 hour. Just pick a topic, whether it's bodies or heads. Find a process that you are, like that you're taught, and work on that for an hour. Like for instance, like, okay, if I'm going to spend an hour drawing anime heads and trying to like understand the structure, like I would need to understand a process. So I have a video called How to Draw Heads in 15 Minutes. And I cover a general structure of how to draw from start to finish and adding proportions. Like I would take, for instance, if I was completely learning from the start, I would take that video and just practice that over and over and over with different head views and just try my best for like an hour. So like I wouldn't stress about like, oh, am I doing this correctly? Am I gonna ruin my art career for the rest of my life if I don't practice every 1 hour correctly? It's like don't fuss about it too much.
Nah, it's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
It's about general trajectory rather than specific things. Like you are not going to be able to do everything perfectly.
Yeah.
General direction will beat a perfect practice session every day of the week.
Yeah.
Like your general direction, focus on just kind of generally going in the right direction. If you have a practice session where you feel like it was a big fat waste of time, who cares? Like direction.
Yep.
Direction.
Are you going in the general direction? Yeah.
You want to drive across the country? You want to get from LA to New York? You're going to have to go like the general right direction for a really long time. If you go backwards one day out of the 50 days that you're driving, like whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. I would focus more on getting into a flow state rather than trying to hit that 1 hour. Like, draw something that you're passionate about. Like, make an illustration just because you want to do it. And then you'll actually realize that 1 hour isn't really enough to finish an illustration. You got to spend more time on it. And then you get into a flow state. And now you're like, wow, I've spent 4 hours on this drawing and I feel like I've really improved. I feel like I've really, did some good practice.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind that don't try to get too obsessed with like, oh my gosh, did my drawing from a day ago look better or worse than my current drawing that I did the next day?
I would say check every 100 faces you draw, compare the first one to the 100th. A good rule of thumb is compare every 100th.
Yeah.
You'll generally see improvement there.
Yeah.
But most people never get past like number 10 or 15.
Yeah.
You'll generally see a little bit of improvement between number 1 and number 100. And then you do it, and that's not saying you master it at 100. That means there's probably going to be a noticeable difference between number 1 and number 100, and then number 100 and number 200 times that you do something. Yeah. Not always, but it's a good thing to look at. Like there's a very, very, very low chance that if you draw 100 heads and do your best on every one, your first one is going to be better than your 100th.
Yeah.
And then if you feel like it's not, do 100 more. See if your 200th head is better than your first one.
Mm-hmm.
What about number 1 in 1,000? You'll probably see improvement there.
Yeah.
My hat? What about my hat today?
He's worn the same hat since forever.
I've worn the same hat since the beginning of mankind.
If you have any tutorials on doing male/face head anatomy, please do tell. Not trying to spam. Yeah, that's all good. I don't usually do face anatomy. I do head planes. So like I would grab something like this. This is an Asaro head, but I would try to break down the head into a skull and then also planes. This is what I do here.
He was born with the hat. He was born in that hat.
Yeah.
I was born in this hat.
If you know the proportions and the general face planes like this, you can transform them into anime heads like this. So this is like a male head. I teach this in the school.
Did you 3D print that? Yeah.
Yep.
There's
We
actually a
did.
set being printed right now in the other room.
Yeah. Or you mean these?
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
I don't like how giant the original Asaro head is. It's life size, so I printed a mini one. It's much more useful to teach using this on stream than
Yeah, I know, right?
with like a 4-pound Asaro head.
Mm-hmm. I'll do a quick little tutorial on male heads. Male head plane specifically. Alright, so you're going to draw a sphere. And then you're going to draw a center line. I'm going to do a 3/4, so my center line will be more towards the left. And I'm basically just going to take this line and drop it down up to about here. So I would say this right here is going to be the bottom of your nose and the bottom of your ear and the back of the head. So I like to just keep that in mind. If you want a more accurate measurement, I just try to divide this into thirds. And if this is the 2/3 mark of this measurement, you got the nose and that's fine. I'll chisel this out, take out this plane, and then I will draw a little simple mask like this. Here's my 1/3 mark. Here's my 2/3 mark. I'm going to draw the side plane of the face right here. So what we have is a ultra simple version of this. I've simplified all these little curves into one curve that goes down like this. Like that. And then you basically just add more structure as you move forward. So here's my eyes, here's my nose, here's my mouth. This is the proportional system. And then you add. Let me just do this.
Do you guys do portfolio reviews?
We would probably do a paid session if we were to do a portfolio review.
Occasionally, but I'm not against doing a paid session. So if you want to get a portfolio review, you can reach out and we'll let you know the details on that sort of thing. Not very often, only with students generally that are taking classes or a mentorship or something.
Yeah. So here's the general head planes. I'm going to do ultra simple version. Here we're going to show the temple, and we're going to show the eye curve and this cheek right here. We already have it from the side of the head to the temple. This part right here is where you'll see this. Here's the eye line. You're going to basically take this and turn this into a bent sheet of paper. Like this. So now you got your brow and your cheekbone. For your nose, well, this is what happens to your center line. It goes like this. Boop, boop, boop. In, out, in. This is 3-dimensional. These lines are not random. These are calculated, and these are forms. These turn into little mini boxes. Here's the ball of the mouth. Here's the chin. Here's your ear. Now you got a male head plane that you can add features on top of. That's what I would start with. And if you want something more complicated, then add more complicated forms. But like this is what I would generally start with. It's not necessarily male head anatomy because that would include like muscle structure of the head, but I don't do that. I just use this because that's generally enough.
No, we're not gonna play a horror game.
Nah. I don't like horror games that much.
Want the model? This is an Asaro head. Well, this one is we made ourselves. We printed it. So the Asaro heads, they come big. They're like full life-size heads.
Yeah.
It's spelled Asaro. It's named by John Asaro, and he has a website you can order one from. But you can't order one this small. We actually 3D printed this one ourselves at this size. And you can't sell it. Loomis head? Nope.
Nope.
This is an Asaro head. John Asaro was a figure drawing and painting teacher, and he made that head, and it's very popular.
It is very popular among artists. It's probably one of the most I don't know, like popular head model references that people can get, especially in like more traditionally especially in more like people who want to get better to draw and professionally and stuff. A lot of art schools have them. How to draw hands. Carved mine from wood and it took a few days, so I don't feel it was worth it.
Huh?
You mean like you carved this? You carved that Asaro head? Is there bodies too? There is actually one.
Yeah, there's a planes of the figure body, but again, it's for painters.
Yeah,
so
it's for painters.
It's not. It shows you the planes of the body that get hit by light when you're painting a human.
Ooh. Yeah,
This
it's not
one's
really like an anatomy.
This one's not as famous as the Asaro head, but it's good. So you can tell that like the pecs and the abs and the arms and stuff, it's all simplified. So the planes get hit by light and get shadows.
Yeah. Can you show how to?
He was a painter.
Yeah, he was a painter.
Like the Loomis head wasn't really designed for lighting the head. It was more designed for like drawing it, right?
Yeah.
The Asaro head has a bunch of very specific angles or a bunch of very specific planes that respond to the light very well. See?
Ooh, look at that. So pretty.
Now this is really flat lighting in here, but this is designed for people who want to paint the head.
Yeah.
Because he's a painter. He's an amazing painter.
And a lot of the time painting like is showing planes.
Yep.
This is the school. It's online. You can check it out here. Can you show how to draw torsos? Yeah, I can do that. How would you go about turning 3D shapes into the actual body parts? I feel like I can talk about that as well with the torso. I can kind of go with two birds and one stone.
What?
Someone's asking how to draw torsos,
Okay.
and then how to turn those boxes into something that's like anatomy. Yeah, I can do that. So I like to start off with a rectangle for a torso. Keep it flat, just because this is the proportion stage. Divide this in half, then divide this in half again. Here's your pelvis. Here's your ribs. Here's your neck. Cylinder. So I use this constantly. Now this, like how to get all these little measurements, that's for a different kind of video, but I cover a lot of this proportion method in a video called How to Draw Bodies. Or if you hate drawing bodies, then watch this video. It's on our channel, Draw Anime Academy on YouTube. You can check that out. I cover the proportional method here. I'm doing a shorthand version. And then so what I do afterwards is once I have this little torso right here, I then draw over and add form.
Another torso.
Yeah.
It feels like every day we're doing a torso.
It's very
Very technical torsos.
Oops. Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Clavicle.
We just covered this recently. We cover this
We
almost
did.
every single stream, by the way. So if you really want a detailed breakdown, we've done this a lot of times.
Yeah. So actually, I'll just use a box for this because I think that question earlier is pretty
You can
good.
check our YouTube channel for past live streams. Also, we have multiple YouTube videos on this exact kind of thing as well. Like if you hate drawing bodies, watch this, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go a little bit faster. So like I'm just turning these into forms. And then I connect the forms. So generally it will kind of look like this. And then afterwards, I transform this boxy form into a more organic form. So you can see that I've done form, proportion, form, and then anatomy. Anatomy is last. You'll notice I didn't start with muscles right away. And so adding anatomy on top is just form on top of other basic forms. My pack is kind of like a morphed box. There's like a top and bottom side to it. Here, I may change the form by making the area a little bit more, like this ribcage a little bit thinner. Here, I add in my abs, so I add in my center line. And then add in tubes that kind of looks like a tongue. The abs kind of look like a tongue in like a more broader perspective instead of the packs. I like doing that simpler. And then your obliques are over here and sitting on top of the pelvis. So that's what I would do for torso. And that's how I would structure it. And then any other extra muscles I just kind of add on the side here. There we go. That's the process that I would do. I teach this more anatomy in depth in our anime art school. So like if you want to learn more about this in a more structured way, I teach it here. So this is all the anatomy with the muscles and names. I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just going to cover the basic forms. But if you want to find that out, check it out here. I have bad drawing skills, so I'm going to watch. That's okay. That's okay to have bad drawing skills. Everyone started off bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't even say bad. Like, I think when people say, oh, I'm bad at drawing, they think they're going to be bad forever. Like, that's very not true. Especially if you take the steps to actually get better. Like, you're not going to stay bad forever. I like doing the basic shape of the abs and later detailing so it's more realistic. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to do it. I actually have noticed that a lot of people like to draw abs kind of like this. Like, you'll notice a lot of comic artists do this. Will do this kind of shape. They'll connect the ribcage muscle to the abs and they'll interlock them, and it looks really cool. You know, because drawing abs is probably one of the hardest things to draw on the body. It's very specific. And it takes a long time to not make them look like bread loaves. And then you add the fourth one. Do you have recommendations for websites with good references?
They're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, they kind of are all over the place.
For what? References for what? Like anatomy? I think Anatomy for Sculptors has really good content on their site. A lot of good free stuff. But like references for what?
Yes, I will be doing some watercolors today. I'm planning to do 2, and we're going to probably do them kind of soon.
A reference.
You mean your anatomy reference? You guys have any advice on drawing legs? I really suck at them. Can't draw them at all, no matter how simple they seem. They're not that simple. I mean, you can definitely try to simplify them into simpler forms, but like legs are complicated things. I mean, I think the specific curves is what tends to throw people off a lot more, and it's mainly because the muscles cause the curves. So it's not to say like you have to learn the all the anatomy of the legs in order to draw these curves. It's more like you just got to know the pattern of what legs do. So for instance, you know, from kind of like a side view, this is the general motion of what your legs do. They kind of bow out on the upper leg, and then go in the opposite direction for the lower leg. And a lot of people like to use this alternating curve concept. It's very common in gesture drawing. You're going to see that in here. Here's that curve. This kind of goes in. This kind of goes out. And we get this curve right here. This right here can be, you know, simplified like a little muscle or tendon. Here's the knee. And here's the foot. So if you don't have this pattern in your leg, especially in the side view or in like other views, then it's really hard for it to look like a leg without it looking like, I don't know, tubes. Like you can start with this, and then decide, do I want this to be a 3/4? If it's a 3/4, here's my kneecap, here's my shin, here's my sartorius.
They'll eventually answer everyone? No way.
No, we can't answer everyone.
There's over 600 people.
Yeah, it's just
But we do stream all the time.
We do stream all the time. So if you want to have more of your questions answered, you just gotta come on often, and
Yeah.
you know, we generally answer very similar questions. Like bodies is a very common question.
Yeah.
Faces, hair, eyes, like we literally covered all those popular topics today.
Yeah, odds are we've covered it in the past. You can go to our YouTube channel, Draw Anime Academy, go to our live streaming tab. We have almost 400 videos on our channel. We've been live streaming every single week, numerous times for the last 2 years straight. Almost every single question here has been answered 20, 30, 40, 50 times maybe.
Questions about your art school. Do you have to turn in good art things, or can I just improve? I guess that's what, just try your best. Someone asked on TikTok, and just kind of scroll down a bit. There.
You have to turn in good art things, or is it about getting better? Oh, it's about getting better.
It's about getting better.
You don't get graded.
Yeah, no, you don't get graded.
I think, yeah, art education, and like when you really want to get better at something, it's all about quantity and then gentle nudges in the right direction.
Yeah.
Quantity, like actually drawing in quantity is what's going to get you better. Like doing the correct exercises over and over and over and over and over. It's very similar to the gym. You go to the gym, you lift weights, you make sure you have form that doesn't hurt you, and then you do it consistently for a long period of time. Your muscles get stronger. Drawing is very similar. You get better at drawing by doing it a lot and doing exercises that help.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously, you know, we all have either been or know someone who draws for years and doesn't get any better, and it's generally because like they're not doing exercises that really contribute to getting better, which is fine. I mean, if they're happy and they're enjoying it, there's nothing wrong with that. But we really want to help people that are like, I really want to get better.
Yeah.
That's why we focus on foundations. You know, perspective, anatomy, figure drawing, design. Obviously, we want to help people that most of our audience is people who want to draw in an anime or manga style, but we teach foundations.
I mean, also, like, turning in good art, good is very subjective depending on the person. Like, I would call someone's good art that other people think it's bad, but it's good for the context of the person and what their skill is. So, like, good doesn't mean the same for everyone.
Yeah, that's definitely accurate. Does your YouTube channel have a tut on moe style?
No. We have drawn moe, and we did have a breakdown on it on a stream before.
Relatively recently.
Yeah. I mean, moe style, a lot of it is in the hair detail and in the eye shape. Constructing the head, is no different than doing it on other anime style faces.
Create your own unique art style. You'll tend to find it as you practice. Draw what you find interesting, and you'll get better at those things.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think style is kind of like an accent.
Yeah.
You know, like you develop an accent based on what you're around. And like you don't go to like, I mean, I guess you could have accent removal classes, like Arnie went to those because he was Austrian and had a really strong accent. But it's kind of like an accent. Like you focus on learning the language, you learn your alphabet and how to build sentences and the different types of words and phrases and all of that. And the accent develops just based on the culture and what you're around. So if you really like colorful stuff, you're going to draw a lot of colorful stuff and you're going to get better at color. If you like really extreme perspective and you focus a lot on that, you're going to get better at it. And then people will be like, oh my gosh, how did you get that style? And it's like, I just draw the things that I like.
Yeah.
I would not avoid drawing things you find interesting because you're afraid of not being able to do them well.
Yeah.
I would just full send it. Try to draw the things you find interesting.
That's what's gonna make you have your own unique flavor.
Yeah, like I love colorful artwork, but I'm afraid to use color. You won't get better at color.
Yeah.
If you don't practice it.
Used to draw Adventure Time art style mostly as a kid. Oh, that's great. I know that that was a very popular, was super popular. I remembered. The question, do you know how to draw braided hair? Yes, I do. I don't know if I have a thing on... Actually, I don't think I have a thing on braids.
I thought you did. The
Oh,
toothpaste.
yeah, that's right. I do. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I definitely know it's on TikTok.
You check our shorts. There should be a short on...
How to draw braids.
Yeah, on braids.
Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. I meant like a long form video. Do you study anatomy a lot? Depends on what you mean by a lot. I did study it a lot and teach it constantly, so that's part of studying. So yeah, I guess, yeah, I do. I don't do it constantly, but every time I'm doing something like this, I'm studying it. Like, I have to, like, come back to my memory and look at references for it, you know? Do you personally critique the art we would hand in / give specific tips? Only if you are doing the mentorship version of Anime Art School. So that's called Anime Art School Live. That is when we would take your artwork and we would critique it and give you tips. Before the complete edition, which is not the live edition, no, we don't give feedback for that because it's self-paced. How do I improve? Learn foundation first of all, and then practice foundation every day. Like, that's how you improve. Like, and also comes with a lot of drawing. So, like, draw a lot, learn the foundation, and as you draw, you're learning foundation. And then you'll get better. That's, like, a very simple way to put it, but... How to get to splash art level?
Long journey.
Yeah, it is a long journey.
Doable.
It is doable, absolutely.
I interviewed a guy who ended up becoming a splash artist. Terrence Kental. Stuff is great. Illustrator at Riot. I interviewed him on my old YouTube channel. Back then he worked in Paris, I think.
Wow.
But I mean, it's really the same process. Like, splash art is kind of focused on really flashy, easily readable images that have kind of like a high rendering quality. Like, they're very finished. They're not rough or loose. And you have to also remember they're made by a team. Like, there's art directors and there's a whole team of people working on these. It's not like there will be like one primary artist, but you'll have an art director. They'll be giving feedback and adjustments and stuff. But definitely learn your foundations.
Yeah. It's a very batch skill type thing, like understanding perspective, color theory, general anatomy.
Parents, I love him so much. Yeah, he's a good dude. He was one of my really, really good mates. Mates, things. What were you saying?
Nothing. I wasn't saying anything.
He was Burin, one of my really good friends, art director. We did an interview on my old YouTube channel. And they just called in on Discord from their office in Paris. Give a perspective class. We just finished one up like a month ago.
Yeah, we did.
We did a perspective class on Zoom. I have some YouTube stuff on perspective. Opinion on self-taught artists. I guess it depends on your definition of self-taught, but there's loads and loads of people who are self-taught. Like, I mean, look at Proko's interview with James Gurney. He's self-taught.
Yeah. He
dropped out of art school. Completely self-taught. Traveled around the country with, what's his name?
Thomas Kincaid?
Yeah, Thomas Kincaid. Did a bunch of drawing and painting from life. Traveling all around. Self-taught.
Yeah, we do hold Zoom classes every now and then.
Yeah, we don't have a new one. We should probably schedule another one.
Yeah, we were thinking, like, what if we did a painting one?
Yeah, painting class could be fun.
Chat, if you were to take a live class, what kind of subject would you want taught? I know that perspective was actually a really popular class. And anatomy was popular as well. I know that some people would probably want color theory as well.
Yeah, Terrence is really good.
What brush are you using? You can get this brush on our Discord. It's in the resources channel, in the pin message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is Terrence's work.
Honestly. Oh, yeah, that's so good.
He's got really nice stuff.
On Discord, you have to do the little activities all the time.
Huh?
What little activities?
What little activities?
Gesture drawing tips, play on 3/4 can, anatomy and shading, anatomy, perspective and anatomy. Dynamic poses might be a good topic to study. That's kind of fun. Yeah, we did hold the perspective class. It was actually a really fun class to run. A lot of students did really good on their homework. What do you guys use to draw on? On stream, I use a iPad Pro 13-inch and an Apple Pencil Pro. Colton uses an Intuos Pro Large, right?
Yeah. On stream?
Yeah, on stream. One of those screenless drawing tablets. And on our personal setups, we use Cintiqs.
You loved the perspective class? Awesome.
Maybe a color picking class.
Color picking class?
Mentioned about color theory. Really just to watch y'all drawing and get creative with random colors. Oh.
No, we don't do cartoonist classes.
No, we don't do cartoonist classes. You would probably have to ask a cartoonist for that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people who can copy any anime they see?
I don't really know what that means.
I mean, I feel like that's
Like they can
good.
copy any drawing? I don't know. I'm not particularly interested in copying other people's drawings. I don't find it very fulfilling. But I mean, I don't know, neutral. I don't really have an opinion on it.
I don't really have an opinion on it. I'll just be like, hey, if that's what they want to do, that's great. I would say like that kind of question either means like you find that like really impressive or you just want to hear the opinions of others. Like, and people have different aspects or different opinions of what they think is like the god tier of art. Like I remember growing up and drawing, like the god tier of art was making things hyper realistic, you know, but that wasn't really my thing. I think drawing comics and drawing like really cool scenes is like really effortlessly is a really cool, you know, not limit, but really cool benchmark to reach. The Discord is right here. We have a school program called journalism where we write, draw, radio broadcasting, pictures. Oh, that's cool. So I'm good at drawing, but I can't draw original stuff. That's a very common thing. Any tips on being more creative? I can draw well, but they feel very bland, like clothing and poses.
Definitely work on building your visual library.
Yeah.
Experience the world. Like, expose yourself to a larger range of stuff. Draw different costumes from cultures. Draw a bunch of stuff that you find interesting. Like, that's going to help the most. Creativity, a lot of the time, is kind of like a lack of exposure.
Yeah.
And then you can put things together in different ways.
I think creativity is definitely a skill to be learned. Like knowing how to be creative, what twists and things that you can make. Visual library is definitely a part of that. Like creativity in terms of like, oh, I like this archetype of a character. Like, what kind of twist can I pull on it? You know, I was doing a watercolor earlier yesterday, or no, not yesterday, on Monday. And there was a person whose OC was a slime. but like their whole body was golden. And I think that's actually very creative.
Yeah.
Never seen it in anime. Like they do a lot of slime stuff, but like this is the first time where I'm like, oh, that's an actual. It's a opaque slime that that can morph and transform, and it's gold textured. Like that's really cool. Like that's like a little twist, right? You know,
it's very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, love the bunny. Thank you. Best I can do is alter one pic to another. I mean, that's definitely one way that you can flex your creativity. Like some people flex their creativity by trying to create a character or something out of like an existing object. I've definitely seen a lot of exercises where it's like, oh, perfume bottle turned into character. Like that's a way to exercise it.
Yeah, it's a really good exercise to practice for sure.
Mm-hmm. Just watched you guys here tutorial videos. It is peak. Oh, thank you. For a moment, I thought the slime used things that can't be dissolved by acid to reinforce themselves. How do you just come up with poses? Yeah, we're gonna do the Miki watercolor soon. How do you come up with poses? You draw a lot of poses, analyze them, and then try to mix and match. That's kind of how I would generally come up with poses. Like this right here. This pose, I came up with it because I've seen a lot of like, it's based off of magical girl transformation poses. It's based off of something that's very light and airy, like they're flying. So I take inspiration of different genres and I stick them together. And a lot of times the poses will kind of look very simple like this. Like, oh, what is the torso doing? Oh, it's bending this way. Well, how do I create a more airy effect? Well, I'm definitely not going to do this for the legs or the arms. That's not airy and graceful. What does graceful mean? Graceful probably means not probably like kind of floating, so meaning maybe the arms are going this way and the legs are maybe close together or crossing over. So like knowing body language and studying the body language and drawing it helps you with that creativity. So like one leg over the other for a woman tends to be more elegant, and pointed toes tends to also give that elegant feel. I'm kind of just using this pose as an example, right? And if she's like kind of moving up into the air, maybe it'd be appropriate to have her head like this instead of looking down. Because this pose might look more like a goddess looking down in the world. This one right here may look like, oh, entities are, I don't know, transforming her into something interesting. I don't know. That's just kind of the story that I tell myself or think about when I'm doing a pose. Question, are the people with the student council role Discord mods? If not, who do I @/tell?
What do you need to tell?
Yeah. Yeah, if you have like an issue, just put a ticket and we'll read it. And we'll see if it's, if it can be addressed. Hello.
Eh?
Lau's here.
Lau?
Mm-hmm.
For someone not being able to verify, you might need to unverify and then verify again. Sometimes the bot's a little bit glitchy.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a lot of people doing it.
Where did you buy your statue? What statue?
Huh?
You mean this?
Statue.
This?
That's no statue. That's me.
They make poses and make them look natural.
Like natural poses tend to come from some sort of intention. Like, what is the character doing? And when someone's doing something, usually their whole body contributes to them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So like a natural pose is like, if someone's playing golf, half of their body's not like standing awkwardly and then the other half of the body is playing golf.
Yeah.
Or if they're like drinking water, it's like, oh yeah, like their arm is like, like their whole body is going to be working towards what they're doing.
Yeah, the whole body's
like,
very involved.
Their feet and legs are there to make sure they don't fall over. Their torso, right? Their arm is up, their head is up. Like they may have a wide stance, and it depends on like the character's personality as well.
Mm-hmm. Some people drink water very differently.
Yeah.
It's body
But, like,
language.
Natural feels like a lot of the time comes from that.
Yeah. A lot of times there will be things like weighted leg and then general like contrapposto. Like adding those kind of elements generally makes a character more natural rather than super stiff.
Aren't they just 3D printed? Yeah, they're printed. They're not injection molded. They're not made out of plaster.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wouldn't believe you two just said what I needed to hear about the body and intention thing. That helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make these heads here in our house. We don't have slaves in China manufacturing them. It's funny because on TikTok, people will like complain about them being 3D printed as if the alternative isn't like slave labor in a third world country. It's really weird. Not that the comment on TikTok here was saying that, but it's funny because it's like
There are comments about that, like for
if
certain
something
things.
exists, people are mad about it.
Yeah. There's always going to be a problem if something exists. Like there's.
But yeah, they're on our TikTok shop. They're only on TikTok shops, and TikTok only ships to the same country. So if you're in the States, you can get them on our TikTok shop. You can go check out how much they're up for, because sometimes TikTok will run special promotions or discounts or something.
Fish says, "Nah, give me the labor to the 3D printer any day."
Yeah, dude, that's what it's for. You build a machine that makes it so people are not getting exploited, or Christina and I aren't. Like, they wouldn't exist if we couldn't get them built like that. Like, we're not going to spend the entire day trying to handcraft heads.
Yeah, no,
that
that'd
are
be
super affordable.
We wouldn't be able to teach otherwise.
Shrimp. Yeah. But I love it. Like, I love that these are available. We've had like 200. We've sold like 200 sets now.
I love these. You know what's great? Oh, if you don't know how to shade heads, just take a flashlight, your phone flashlight, and light them.
You want to, yeah, exactly.
Oh, rim lighting. Woo, so cool.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot to mention that they come with a free class, too.
They do come with a free class. And the class also comes with a bunch of videos like this. Lighting, angles. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Where is it? Photo, reference. Like all these different angles of lighting like this.
Bro, how many times have you seen an anime illustration with that lighting? Tons of times.
Forever, like every single time.
Yeah.
A bunch of different colored lighting.
I wish I could get one. Cries in Australia. Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked chat.
Salmon, I have a video on YouTube that's about chibis. It's not really anatomy of a chibi, but it definitely covers the body structure of 3 different types of chibis. You can check that out. I think it's called How to Draw Chibis 3 Ways or something.
Yeah, this is the very popular anime head lighting.
Yeah. It's like
You've
a 3-point
got a key light. Yeah, it's like a 3-point lighting, exactly. You've got like a key light on the left. That's lighting your nose right here, that little triangle. It's lighting the side of the face over here on the left. And then you have like a second kind of fill light on the front. And then your cores are over here on the right. And then maybe a little bit of a rim light there. You see this all the time in anime style illustrations.
The nose highlight. Mm-hmm.
That nose highlight.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I'm serious. The sooner that you learn the forms of an anime head and how to light them, the better your illustrations of them are going to turn out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like memorizing a bunch of shapes. It's understanding and being able to draw the form and then lighting it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing. And when a lot of people get started with anime style, they think it's like, what's the shape that this thing should be? What's the shape of this? What's the shape of that? But like Christina, she doesn't really think in shapes that much. She thinks in form, which is like 3-dimensional volume.
3-dimensional volume. Like the eyes, I don't think that they're a sticker like this. I think, oh, like what's the general like form of this area? Okay, I'm going to match my eyes to this kind of mold or this kind of shape, and it feels more convincing than just like, just draw my typical eye and hopefully it turns out okay. Right?
Yeah, it's like this kind of thing.
Yep.
Like thinking about it in a low poly way. And then making it higher poly as you go or smoothing it out. And then that gets into rendering, right? Which is like, what's a cast, what's a core, how slowly is the form turning. You'll get a slower, a smoother core shadow.
Do you guys do discounts for your anime art school? Yeah, sometimes we will.
Occasionally.
This brush you can get on our Discord. If you just want like a simple brush that has this effect, it's basically like a hard round brush with no pen pressure. That's basically it. You can get it in our resource channel in our Discord, and I believe the brush is called like New Drawing Brush or something in the pin message. And both brushes, this other brush that I use, this one right here, a lot of people like this brush. It's also on the Discord.
Great. I would really recommend taking like form rendering lessons as well.
Yeah, form rendering. But like I totally understand. Like when you're first drawing, like you just don't, you have like no idea how you would render something. Like what is this shape? Like you could go at it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You know? Like just decide where's your light. And then if you know how to render like a sphere and a cylinder, then you're like, okay, my shadow will probably be something that looks like this. And you make these educated guesses because you learn what's the closest form, and then you do your best to identify those forms and make the shadows more believable. But like, yeah, I totally understand. It does get quite confusing. I mean, you can make a face out of it. I don't know. What's form rendering? What Colton's doing right here.
Yeah, it's like organic form, like a three-dimensional volume that's not like one of the base volumes, like a cylinder, a sphere, a box. Form rendering, you know, you've got like boxes, you've got like a sphere, you know, maybe something along the lines of this, right? You've got like cones, pyramids. You've got
triangular prisms.
These, yeah. Form rendering generally has to do with like modified, right? You could have like some people add these.
Donut. Yummy, yummy.
Like I took a class by Ahmed Elduri, and he adds a donut.
Dang, bro, that's a good
as one of his forms. Feeling this as a three-dimensional volume.
Belly button.
I forgot an important one.
Cylinder.
This is a very important one. So like a cylinder will have a lit side and a shadowed side depending on the lighting direction, right? So maybe like a lit side and a shadowed side.
Ooh.
And then because it turns away from the light, it's going to have a core, right? And so form that turns away from light is going to create a core shadow. So like if we've got light coming in like this, you're going to have a lit side and a shadowed side, and then as that turns away, you're going to get a core shadow in here.
Ooh, that's so cool.
But like if you have a hard edge like this, so this instead is this, it's not going to do that. And if you have a little bit of a soft one like this, right, you're going to get your core, but it's not going to be nearly as soft. It's probably only going to be something like this, right? And so what will happen is a form will go like this, like a carrot, bro.
I think it's a carrot.
I think it's a carrot.
Ooh, that's a yummy looking carrot.
And you'll have a lit side and a shadowed side, right? And as this form tightens up, like it gets less, it gets more rounded and softer up here and less rounded down there.
Larger spaces generally have softer shadows than tiny spaces.
Yeah. So the more form, or the larger area that's rotating away is going to be a little bit softer. And the smaller area that's rotating away is going to be a little bit sharper, a little bit less hard, right? So like up here, like that sort of thing. And so that would be like form rendering, right? Is the principle of that. And that would be your core. And then a cast is when an object actually blocks the light itself. So like this would be a cast. Cast shadow. Like if you want to do figure painting, this is a very popular subject, right? So cores and cast, and of course this is not accommodating for any bounce light. So if there was bounce light, that would come in here and fill some of this area. Otherwise your shadows are just black. If there's no bounce light, the shadows are black.
Mm-hmm.
Like this sort of thing, right?
What if the light is on the top and not like on the sides?
Then it's noon.
High noon.
Then it's noon and the shadow falls into itself and your cylinder ends up looking like this.
Yep.
Not every angle of lighting looks attractive. That's why golden hour is so popular with photographers, is because it's just an attractive angle of lighting. But if the light is coming straight down from above, then the object has the shadow in itself, right? Like the shadow is down here. And if the light started coming from this direction, your shadow would start coming out like this. And as the sun goes down, like this, and like this, and like that. But yes, if the light is directly above, your object looks like this. Like you've seen all those like weird photos of like a parking lot where the sun is noon.
Nicole says, you mentioned the head bases come with classes. How exactly would you revive those classes?
Revive?
I don't know what you mean by revive, but Nicole, did you get the head models before the classes were, before the free class was made? If so, you can DM us.
Yeah, did you like get them a long time ago?
Or receive those classes.
It's a QR code on a sheet that comes in the box.
Mm-hmm. You can DM us if you don't have it, and you have head models. Lizzie asked, hey, I know I may have said this a few times already, but do you guys have any tips on balancing work/school and art?
That's a tough one. It really depends. But like,
yeah.
you know, you can see here, like this would be the form rendering is. And then as this gets sharper, I'm just thinking about the answer to that question as well.
Love these artists. Thank you.
And then guess what would happen if this thing had a big old pimple on it?
Ew.
Right? What would happen if I decided to stick
big old
something like this? Well, this would get its own core and lit side. And it would get its own cast shadow.
You see that the form that he's shading is very consistent to the other, to the form below it.
Yeah. And guess what? This would be a core.
Nicole says, oh, okay, thank you very much. I wanted to know before purchasing when I got home. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, they come with like a little sheet of paper that has a QR code.
Right, like that sort of thing. You might get a little highlight. And then maybe you just get a little highlight here, depending on the reflectiveness of this material itself. Right, maybe you get a little highlight here, and then maybe your little highlight. Oh, this is a specular. Right, there's the specular, and then here's the core. This is form rendering. And then there's the cast shadow that comes off of this one. This is my light direction, by the way, so I'll just draw it again.
To remind me of that one crow mask, Lao says.
Yeah, that would be probably how you make it, right? And if you want another symmetrical one on the other side, you could go like this, right? We could play with the silhouette a little bit. Maybe this would be like...
Ah. Kind of looks like a bicycle seat. It kind of does. Painful bicycle seat.
Yeah, for sure. For real, dude. We could turn it into more of a bicycle seat. I just drew some of these before, but like if I wasn't able to draw form, I wouldn't be able to do this. It's like a bicycle seat. What is it with bicycle seats, dude? We always draw them.
Looks like a tongue.
Yeah, like what kind of bicycle seat? There's some that are like...
You drew a banana seat.
Yeah, there's some that are kind of like that. And then this would be maybe your center line. Here's the form. Like that. You got this. Could come down. So like I would render this form if I drew a bicycle seat and wanted to render it, like form rendering, I would be able to I would have to be able to draw it. And then I would have to decide on where my light source is and then where this intersects.
Ah, bicycle seat.
But yeah, form rendering is a complicated topic because it requires you to be able to draw as like a starting point. Like I should say it requires you to be able to draw form as a prerequisite, which is very difficult. It takes a lot of time to learn how to draw form because it's like one of the main building blocks. Like that's why so many art schools start you with perspective, because form everything's in 3D. Everything is form: a head, a face, hair, hands, a body, a background, a bike, a car, anything. All of those things are three-dimensional objects that are in 3D. So no matter what you want to draw, odds are it is in 3D space, even if it's anime style. Right? Watch. Like, oh, what is a watch? It's a three-dimensional object. So it's like...
Ooh, a watch. Gamer Kitty says, I'm improving so quickly. 2 days ago, I could barely draw a chibi. Now I can draw what I've learned so far pretty decently. I can't wait to get better. This is so fun looking back and seeing how much I improved. This is why I love sketchbooks. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're finding that progress.
That's great. Love to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, 2 days is great progress, you know?
Right? It's like if you can't draw something, you can't render it. Like maybe a watch or something, right? I don't know.
So Lizzie says, I have afternoon classes and a wobbly schedule, go with the flow type of thing. So I usually have time to draw at lunchtime and at the end of the day, evening. But it's usually super late. Yeah, I would say find your ideal time that you want to spend drawing. And then see how it fits into your current schedule. I can't say exactly for sure how I would balance it because my life is very different. Like I went to an art college that allowed me to draw constantly. I didn't go to like college classes that was like, oh, math, sciences, and all that stuff. So I can't really say that for sure.
It's the same here. Like I structured it from the point I was in high school.
Yeah. Sometimes like if 2 hours is all the time that you have, then you just got to make the best of it, you know, just do your best. And later on when you have more time, then you spend more time on it. Like everybody's lives are different. Some people, they go very unbalanced. Like they'll be like, I'm going to spend all my free time and sleep time with drawing. Not to say that that's what you should do, Lizzie.
Yeah, it's more of like a personal decision.
It is more of a personal decision. And some people are like, I'm just going to spend an hour, you know, and just spend an hour on the classes, practice as much as I can before going back to work or other classes, you know. Do you think an art club would be a good choice? I don't know what art clubs do, honestly. I've never been to an art club.
I never went to an art club.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can't draw something, you can't render it. And then breaking everything down into these basic forms. Some people add a ribbon to this as well. Like this.
Ooh, your side profile video helped me so much. Almost don't need guidelines, just have to draw the eye. Awesome. That's great. I have many art styles. Should I stick with the pretty but hard, or the comfy and try to get better? I think that's up to you.
Oh, it's 100% up to you. It depends on your goals and what you want to do.
Jinsha says, your streams are super informative. Thank you for entertaining me while I'm stuck in a hotel without my drawing tablet. Oh, that sucks. But I'm glad that we're entertaining you.
It's fun.
My school has one where well-learned ceramics can enter more competitions. That's cool. Hey, if you want to do it, sure. Like, I'd say that's just a good experience, life experience to have. I would say, like, if I was in a situation or an environment where there's not a lot of artsy stuff, like, I would just take the most artsy things because that's what I would like.
If anything, it'll make you more
It's a duck floaty.
Yeah, I don't even know
Oh,
what those
that's so
things-
cute.
What does a duck floaty look like? It's like the umbrella. Oh, the neck is way too long. But it's like
it's
an
cute,
umbrella.
though. It could be a swan.
It's like the umbrella thing that I did the other day.
Yeah.
Where it's like if I were to draw an umbrella, I would probably start with an ellipse, find the center, pull it up, break this up into 5, 3, 4, 5. Take this point, bring it out like this, right? And then it's take these are like concave. They kind of go like that. Right? This one pops out there. This is all form drawing. Here's the handle that comes down here. Something like that. Or an umbrella with more. Like, you could break it up into 5. You could break it up into 8. It doesn't really matter. It's like, it's all that form drawing stuff. Those
The
are
duck
cute.
head looks like the bird dropper thing that drinks and fills up. It's in
Yeah.
Megamind.
Yeah, I know what you
Oh,
mean.
yeah. I kind of remember that. Very true. Maybe it's just the pressure of balancing a lot at once. I'll get the hang of it, though. Yeah. I think it's like, choose which one you want to prioritize more. You know, if you try to choose everything all at once, like, you're going to end up prioritizing nothing. Especially
Yeah.
with a busy schedule. So, like, sometimes it's just sacrificing one thing and prioritizing another. That doesn't mean, like, you should completely drop one thing and to do the other instead. Sometimes it just means, okay, I'm going to put my less priority. I'm going to still do the less priority thing, but just, like, less time, and I just got to call it done. Like, I remember when I had to do homework for an art class, and I had to do a lot of different subjects. I made a decision that there were some classes that I'm going to try extra hard on, and other classes I'm just going to spend an X amount of time on. And once it's done, it's done. I'm not going to touch it because I can't, put my whole 100% into every single thing. So, like, I've focused a lot on my perspective classes and my figure drawing classes because that was the one I wanted to prioritize the most. Other classes, I was like, okay, I'll work hard on them, but not, like, I don't know, beat myself up for it and try to make everything perfect. And even with my perspective homework, that was really difficult. It was like, my main goal is to learn something. It doesn't have to look as perfect as the teacher wants it. I just got to learn something from it because I'm going to be using this a lot in the future. So those are, like, some things that I would personally think about, which maybe could help you, I did cover a lot on how to draw long hair, Mary Jane, in previously on the stream. You can go check out our YouTube channel, Draw Anime Academy. We're streaming on there as well. You can rewind to that point. On which days do you stream? Because I can't really stay awake every night waiting for your stream. We stream generally around 5 p.m. Pacific on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Generally. Sometimes if we do a tutorial stream on Tuesday or Thursday, it'll be around the same time. But if our schedule just is always at nighttime, you may just have to rewatch the VODs if that's better for you. But yeah. I'm thinking about doing watercolor. Or Miki watercolor.
Do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be working on someone's watercolor, and they want this girl right here. If they're here, that's great. I'm excited. And if I have time, I'll work on another one as well. I think I have a great vision for this one. I'm gonna zoom this in just a tiny bit. There we go.
It's crazy how much of drawing is practicing form drawing.
Yeah, it
It's
really
like
is.
the two biggest things is like form drawing and design.
Form. Yep.
Form drawing, design, visual library. Those big three. Form drawing, design, and visual library, which is like linked to design, but crazy.
See, like on Draw Me, I start off with hair. For watercolor illustrations like this, I'll start off with more like heavier guidelines. Like, oh, here's my center line, here's my eye line. And I'll generally be more careful with my drawings just because I have to spend a lot more time on them. So it just depends on the illustration.
What is form drawing? Ability to draw in 3D.
Yep.
You turn your canvas, your piece of paper, into like a 3D modeling software. What I was talking about earlier. This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Drawing objects and being able to rotate them, right? You have a box. I could draw it from this angle. I could draw it from looking up at it from below. You could look at it from the side or mostly the front, a little bit the side. You could look at it from this angle.
Cute.
This would be like dimensional drawing, like being able to draw the same object at different angles. You don't think about it in terms of what is the shape of the side, like shape being 2D, like square, circle, triangle. It's like being able to actually draw in 3D as if you're a 3D printer. I'm literally talking about like you are a 3D printer. Like not even, like you don't even think about it as like a 2D drawing. You think about it as a 3-dimensional space. It's a skill that you can develop through practice and exercise. It takes years to develop. Thousands of hours.
It does.
It's not like something that you try for an afternoon.
And then you'll master it.
It's like language. Like you practice speaking from the time you're a little kid. You spend thousands and thousands of hours learning how to talk and read and write. It's very similar with art. That doesn't mean you can't make anything that looks good before you're a master. It just means it's a thing that takes a long time. Visual library. Visual library is like your brain's database of what things look like and their proportion. And when you combine them with the ability to draw dimensionally, you can draw objects that look real from different angles. So, like, you could look at a reference and you could draw it from a different angle and it looks right. That would be, like, a good way to build visual library. Look who's here.
Oh my gosh, Poppy.
Yep. Ooh, maybe am I going to play Pal World tonight? We got a couple silly pals running around this house today.
I want to play some Pal World tonight.
Poppy's like, do I disrupt the art?
She just wants to chill somewhere. Okay, I think I want to make the mouth just a bit lower.
You're gonna cook with this one?
Yeah.
He's so sad though. Is Ryan here?
But you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Miki's drawn so cutely and it's being given to someone.
I'm pretty sure mods have the power to verify people. Poppy, are you gonna be a nuisance right now? Are you good? Would you do that to Miki? How could you do that? To his drawing subject. Get rotated, idiot. Yes.
Get rotated, idiot.
Yeah, like, I don't know exactly where it is, but I did these demos a while back. Dig in.
T, go around.
Come here and hug me. If you don't want to be hugged, you don't want to be here bad enough. All right.
Love that kind of mouth. It's so easy and silly. It fits almost every drawing. Oh yeah, I draw this mouth for Miki all the time. Boop. Because she's a silly girl that likes being sassy but doesn't get her way a lot of the time.
Perfect. And she's right back.
She cannot be contained.
Cannot contain.
Okay.
You want me to put her out?
I like it when she walks around sometimes, but as long as she's not disturbing my drawing. Okay. Okay, now you're staying still. Now you have to get out. Come on.
Bye-bye, puppy.
Bye-bye.
When she
Huh?
the watercolor needs to be.
What's Anime Academy? It's us. We are Draw Anime Academy.
Bye-bye, puppy. Nah, she was snuggling so much earlier today.
She is snuggling.
Day and night.
Let me think of what hand pose to do. Okay, she's got that cute top. She kind of looks like Bowsette in this outfit.
Kind of.
No
Yeah.
wonder why we like this one.
For real, dude.
I think Bowsette was actually genuinely cool character. I wish they did include Bowsette as like one of the Mario characters or Boozette. Like that
She's
could
like a
totally.
Fan character, right?
She's a fan character,
It'd
yeah.
be so
It'd be so good. Like I want to play as Bowser or Boozette in like Mario Party.
And Nintendo would never do something.
They would never do something like that, yeah. Let's draw like a little heart marking.
Having a kitty would solve all my problems.
It might create a few problems, but yes, it probably does solve a lot of people's problems for having a kitty.
How do you learn from art books? Do you just like try drawing everything in there, or usually art books will tell you how to learn from the book in the beginning? Have you tried reading the beginning of the books? Because ours does. We talk about exercises to do in the beginning of our books. But the way that I would approach learning from an art book is I would read it and I'd look at the pictures and I would basically determine, should I draw the pictures? Maybe I'm learning, I don't know, anatomy or a breakdown of a body or something, right? So maybe I'll draw the picture and then I'll try to draw the picture from a different angle and do it multiple times so I can try to understand what I'm looking at. Did I want this watercolor? Can you give this one to me and make another? There's a whole line out the door for this watercolor, and it's going to one person.
Miki's just that famous. Let me think. How am I gonna twirl her tail around?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Mickey Pal.
That'd be super cute.
I don't actually have any idea. Oh, I found my...
What did you find?
I found my food drawing. My food painting.
Oh, you did.
I found my food paintings, chat.
Do you have any tips for using watercolor? Get good watercolor paper. Get something that is absorbent and not gonna like wrinkle the heck out. And also understand how to control the amount of water that you use.
This is kind of appropriate for the Mickey.
It really is. Oh my gosh. Summoning Devil Mickey.
Yeah,
What
it's funny.
contract do you want from me? Whose life do you want me to destroy with my bad luck?
She would definitely still have bad luck. Even she'd have her bad luck would go over to everything. Oh, chat. We were playing Pow World, right? Yesterday. It was so fun. Fox and I went all the way to the floating island so we could run around and try to loot chests with elder, what is it called? Ancient spheres in them or whatever. So I could try and catch Anubis, who's level 55, and we were only like level 30 at the time. And we found some, and we actually caught Anubis at a super low level. And so now Anubis is super overpowered, and he's an insane pal. Dude, Pal World is really fun. It's like they took every part of fun games, like Ark Survival Evolved, Pokemon, Fortnite, building games, crafting games,
Breath of the Wild, probably.
Breath of the Wild, and they stuck all of the best parts together and actually made a really, really, really fun gameplay loop. It's good. Pal World is really good. Like, it took every favorite part of the games that I like and morphed them all together into one.
That's pretty
You
genius.
can ride animals, you can fly on animals. Like, it's so good. I'm astounded. It's called Power World? Yeah. It's so not Pokemon. It's better. It's way better. It's like...
You can't even compare
Pokemon-
Pokemon to Power World.
Yeah, comparing Pokemon to Power World would be like comparing... I don't even know. Like Pong to tennis. Like the 2D game. Boop. 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 To like real-life tennis. It's like... It's so much better. And Pokemon lost the lawsuit. So
Or, yeah, Nintendo lost the
get wrecked,
lawsuit.
Nintendo. Is it wrong to try and have the same art style as someone? Not at all.
Nope. There's
Tons
a lot of
people.
Yeah.
What?
There's a lot of people who are influenced by other artists.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong at all. You can't copyright an art style. Obviously, there's ways that you can copy someone else's art style that would be a little bit frowned upon. But like, there's tons of artists out there who try to develop Disney's art style. There's artists out there who practice for years and years to develop Blizzard or Riot's art style because they want to work there. Or they like it. I remember when I was in school, a lot of the students wanted to develop a style like Feng Zhu. The odds that you want to copy someone else's art style exactly, though, like, I would say it might be a little bit...
Might be a little bit.
lack of I don't know, like broadness and interests. Like if your ultimate goal is to be exactly like someone else, I would say, you know, maybe make your ultimate goal to be like the combination of your favorite 5 or 10 artists. Lack of creativity. Nah, I was thinking more like a lack of
Exposure.
exposure, yes. Because there's so many amazing artists out there that if you were to just pick a specific single one and work tirelessly towards that, I would say maybe get out there a little bit more. Look at some other types of artists. I would never be able to develop the same art style as someone else because I have too many interests. Like, I think a good example is oh crap, what's his name? No, I totally forget. He has like an unusual name too. I'll never be able to remember it. But he has like this really, really cutesy game art style, and then he also does like hard surface sci-fi for realistic games. Pal World is way too fun. Like, it's so fun that you don't get anything done.
Yeah.
It's like when I played Baldur's Gate, dude. It's like,
Okay, we're not getting anything done for a week.
has anybody played Expedition 33? Is it good? I hear it's really, really good, but I haven't played it. I have so many favorite artists. How could I pick just one? That's
yeah,
what I meant.
exactly. Yep.
That's exactly it. Like, Reno Tuna.
So
First
good.
off, Reno Tuna doesn't have a really unique, quirky art style.
No.
His power is that he's incredibly refined in the fundamentals. Like, you would have to practice for like, you wouldn't, if you wanted to be like Reno Tuna, you wouldn't study Reno Tuna. You would grind out anatomy and figure drawing and design and color theory and rendering it. Like, you'd grind out the fundamentals.
Very strong fundamentals. And very strong design.
Yeah. Like, developing a style like Reno Tuna is not a matter of studying Reno Tuna's stuff. It's a matter of being insanely well trained in foundation.
Yeah.
It's not like he has this super quirky style that's like, oh, he draws the eyes like this, or oh, he draws the arms like that. It's just, it's so good, so high level. Same with like Craig Mullins. Like, you wouldn't study Craig Mullins' style. Like, he's like 50, he's been doing this professionally for like 50 years or something, you know?
Yeah. It's not just something you copy, because it's like you're trying to, when people copy art styles, they only look at the surface level of things. They don't look at like, how was this built? Like, what skills do I need to get to this level? They just think, oh, paint strokes. Oh, coloring style. Like, it's much more deeper and fleshed out.
Yeah,
right.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like, that's why people back then, when they did like artwork before social media, like, they took on, masters and apprenticeships and stuff.
Dude, like, it's so incredibly good. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like,
It's so solid.
Craig Mullins, yeah, is your favorite artist's favorite artist. It's like your favorite artist's favorite artist's favorite artist.
Yeah.
That he's so incredibly good, just insane. That's like a Reno Tuna type thing. Just so incredibly refined, so well versed in different stuff.
Is
So good.
is art school worth it if I want to do art professionally on the future?
It depends on the school.
It does depend on the school.
I can't tell you how many people are currently graduating from art schools and finding themselves unemployed.
It depends on the art school. It depends on your work. It depends on the teacher as well.
And there's tons of people who never go to art school who are finding employment. So it just depends. Like, by art school, do you mean like a formal education in art at like a university or dedicated art school? I don't even see that question. Oh, there it is. I would say it depends on the school. It depends on what you want to do. What type of art do you want to do professionally? Because, like, there could be a school out there with an amazing, I don't know, industrial design track, but their animation classes are mid.
Yeah.
And there could be a really, really good animation school with great teachers that is super mid for if you want to be, I don't know, an oil painter or something. I could never stick to copying someone's style, like choosing the same decisions every time. Yeah, I don't think I would quit before I would do that. I just don't find it interesting in the slightest. I like really respect and appreciate decisions that other artists make, and I want to learn from it, but in no way do I want to make the exact same decisions every time. Like, I love Yuming Lee's stuff, but I would never want my work to look like that. Exactly.
Yeah. Let me think. Should I put that in there?
I might even just have to get one of these Devil Mikis myself. I think the tail would be fun in there.
Yeah, I would. I'm just trying to think, like...
I would think
Oh,
about
I
this
know.
whole area as its own space. And
Yeah,
then, like,
I think I
break
know
it
what to
up.
do.
Like that. Feels pretty good, like, distribution-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit better. I might have to refine the shape a bit. I wanted it to kind of curl in. Yeah, I think that's cute.
Mine.
No.
You were like, look at her. I just picked it up.
I know.
Because I need something in my hands. Phone. It's better.
Phone.
I'm the brain rot. Let's go. Dude, open TikTok. First thing I see. Well, second thing I see. First thing I see.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like you.
I'm kidding.
It kind of does bald.
Hey,
But
Tlar.
this is cute.
You did cosplay as Devil Miki, didn't you, Fox?
No, she didn't. You never did.
Alright. That'll have to do
Hello,
for
I
now.
did. Hello, I did. Hello?
Hello?
Colton, what is your FYP? Monkey? I don't know, dude. It's a pretty popular video. Our stream and a monkey, like,
That's pretty good.
there could have been much worse things that showed up than that.
What if you could make art and you had to stream art, but you have to make like the weirdest noises?
Didn't hear a set word you said. What? What if you had to some noises, something?
I said, what if you had to stream art, but you have to make the weirdest noises?
I already do. There's no difference, dude. You apparently haven't been to very many of my streams, have you?
True. Does Fox look like Miki? I feel like Fox wants to say she looks like Miki.
Yeah.
And that's pretty
the
Miki
perfect
core.
response to that. Fox wants to say she looks like Miki. You guys already do that? Exactly. You have to make sound effects while drawing. That's the cure to art block.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
My parents always say Colton sounds goofy. Do y'all watch our stream with your parents? Or do you just have it blasting out and they're like... I think is that...
I like how they just say, oh, Colton sounds goofy, as if like they're so familiar.
Yeah, well, have your parents listen to this. I was gonna say no, but yeah, I wanted to say yes. She is my vibe, kinda.
Okay.
Have you guys
Line
done
work's done.
photo bashing for your OCs? Not really.
You know, actually, I used to do photo bashing.
Not since
I
I,
used to-
did concept art.
Ray's first design was photo bashed.
Photo bashing is legit, by the
legit.
way. It's legit. It is used so much in concept art. 3D plus photo bashing. There's entire studios out there that do that. One Pixel Brush. Lot of studios do 3D models plus photo bashing on top for concept art. Mostly like realistic projects like AAA games and stuff and movies. More stylized stuff, I think it's painted a lot. But it's been a while since I've done concept art, a good couple years, so who knows, maybe things have changed a bit.
This one.
I feel like...
My color swatch. Okay.
Vice's first design was photo bash. Nice. What is photo bashing? It's when you use photo textures instead of a brush. Like, if you want... I'm just thinking... Like, I could give you an example of my own work. could explain it.
It's almost like using photos as a paintbrush.
Yeah. Using photos as a paintbrush. That's a.
You're the one
way
who
to say
said that.
Did I?
Yeah,
When did I say that?
a long time ago, and I still remember it to this day.
No. It requires like if you want to do photo bashing well, you have to be trained like in fundamentals because perspective has to match. Different stuff has to match. Okay, here's two of my pieces that are photo bashed, like this one, for example. If you want to pause.
Yeah, I'm pausing.
This is a photo bash piece that I did a long time ago. Right? So, like, what you would do is you could grab, I don't know, something...
A texture.
A texture, maybe like these lights. And you come in here, and you could go, oh, I'll paste this in here. Maybe lower the value to match it. Maybe color balance it to match it. You can, like, integrate it. Like this.
It's basically like photo bash is great for if you want like a realistic texture, and also you like edit it and modify it
Right,
without
you
having
could,
to do a
like,
lot of work.
Make them actual, like, you could make them off. Yeah, you'd want to consider the scale. You'd want to make sure that it makes sense. We put it somewhere. But, like, if I put it, you know, whatever, like, right over here, like, that wouldn't make any sense because it's not in perspective, right? Like, the perspective of this shot right here, like, there's a vanishing point down there. Like, this would be the side.
And
This would be the
perspective also plays a part with photo bashing because like you got to make sure that the photo is in perspective or
Yeah.
or match to the perspective, or else it's just gonna look off. And like I remember someone said a long time ago, like, "Oh, do you photo bash for lighting reference?" But it's like, assuming you know how to light.
Yeah, you would have to know how to light to use photo bashing for lighting reference. Otherwise, you're just confusing yourself,
Yeah,
right? Like, you could even come in here with, like, a brush.
it's not a thing that solves all your problems. It's just a tool.
No, not at all. In fact, it'll create a lot more problems than it solves. There's so many students out there who want to photo bash and start photo bashing, but they're not actually doing... like, you're doing it, you're a problem solver, right, in art, and if the photos aren't helping you solve a problem, there's so many people out there who have trouble getting work. Like, you could just use a photo like this, but then you go, oh, the light is back here. Then you go, oh, maybe I'll put a little protective thing on it, like a little protective grill or
that's
railing
cool.
or something on it. But you can see that, like, you go, oh, maybe that could be interesting or whatever. And, like, you use a photo to get part of the way there. But the photos, you have to understand the context of the perspective. And by the way, there's tons of photo packs online. Like, you can purchase them. People go out, take a bunch of photos of all kinds of stuff, and they sell them online, and you're allowed to use them professionally in projects. You own the rights
You've
to them.
done that as well.
Yeah, dude. I worked on this one concept job for a Japanese game, and the style of the buildings was Edinburgh, Scotland, I believe. And I found packs of Edinburgh for sale online, and I bought them. They were like, I don't know, $5, $10. And I used the buildings and the bricks and the textures and stuff in the concept art that I did, and the job paid like $1,500. So it's like, it's worth it. But it's not the sort of thing that, I mean, actually, it kind of is. Like, there's a lot of mangas out there where the artists that are in the manga, they have photos. They'll just go take photos of the place in Japan and then put a filter on it. And that'll be the background. Like, it's so practical.
Yeah.
It's so incredibly practical. A lot of people aren't concerned with whether they're not bothered about whether they're good at drawing or not. They go,
Whether
I'm not
they're
trying to
cheating.
prove anything. I'm working professionally on a job, and we got to get this manga into production. Like, you don't want to waste someone's money. Like, if you're hired by a company and they're like, we need a new awesome train designed because Cloud and Tifa are going to be fighting on top of this train, and it has to be awesome, and we need it by Tuesday. You better believe you're going out and getting reference packs of trains and bashing them together, and you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And they're like, oh, maybe a little bit more like this. We were thinking some more like that. And you're like, okay. You come back with another one, and they're like, oh, that's awesome. We're going to flesh it out. We're going to keep working on it. You know, does that make sense? Like, you're not going, oh, no, I have to prove to Square Enix that I can draw. You're going, no, they need this train design Tuesday, and they're paying me a bunch of money to use the best methods to get there. You're not going, I'm going to draw it with a ballpoint pen because I have to prove that I'm an insane artist. Like, different jobs
that I
are
don't
different.
have to use tools.
Yeah, different jobs are different. Like, the point of the design is so they can build it and put it in the game. Like, if they're paying you a bunch of money and all you're doing is spending a bunch of time using the slowest method, you're going to get fired and replaced by someone who's using a faster method. That's always been concept art. If you buy it, you can use it. Random pick on Google are protected by copyright. Yes. However, internal work that never sees the light of day, people use that kind of stuff all the time. In fact, I can give you a really specific example. A really specific example. Concept art for... I saw it a long time ago. Concept art for a Need for Speed game. Here it is. Derek Zabroki. He's an amazing artist. This is concept art that he did for a Need for Speed game. This is on his art station. Right?
To work on the lips later. Or the mouth
Watermark. Right there.
later.
He just pulled a random fire hydrant picture off of Google probably and painted on top of it. And they forgot to paint out the watermarks. Look. Here's the stock photo watermarks. This is actual concept art for Need for Speed, by the way. Need for Speed Payback. Just saying, like, a lot of stuff happens in studios where they just bash stuff together. And I'm not saying you should do that. Like, legally, they could get in trouble for it, but it's very unlikely, and I think he probably just forgot to paint out the watermarks, honestly. He runs a school, by the way, in Poland. It's called Focal Point. He's an insanely good artist. He's such a good painter. Just one of my favorite artists. And, like, if you, like, he doesn't need the photos to paint it. It's about speed and efficiency, right? It's like, could you walk to the next town? Yes, but why would you? Like, if you're a delivery driver... Like, imagine you're a delivery driver, right? And could you hand deliver every package and walk from door to door? Yes, but why would you not use a car? Like, if your job is to deliver packages, you're gonna use a car.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't intentionally make your life harder because it's the job is not to prove that you can deliver packages by hand. It's to get the packages to the customers. And so, like, concept art is similar in that way, where it's like, you're not proving you can draw.
Mm-hmm.
You're creating an artwork that's used in production, right? And I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand about concept art, like when they're very first learning art. It's difficult to understand in the very beginning because it's kind of like difficult, or it's kind of like confusing because the art itself is a tool rather than the final product.
Yeah.
That's one of the big differences between concept art and illustration. Is concept art is a tool that's used for another thing. Illustration is
the thing.
The product itself. It is meant to be viewed by the consumer. Concept art is not meant to be viewed by a consumer. It's meant to provide the next artist with information.
I mean, a lot of times people will confuse concept art with illustration a lot of time. Like, oh, I want to be a character designer, but or I want to do splash art, concept art, but it's like that's illustration.
Yeah, splash art is illustration. Anything that the value is in the artwork being like observed by somebody is illustration. Anything where it's like I draw an iPhone and then Apple builds that and then they crumple up my drawing and throw it away, that's design. Like that would be the artwork, like the design artwork for the iPhone. But like a poster that shows the iPhone and makes people want to buy it, that would be illustration because it's like meant to be viewed. The value is in the image
Yeah.
being viewed by people. So that's why you can do concept art and get paid a lot of money for it, and it's under non-disclosure agreement, and it never sees the light of day for the rest of eternity, and you still get paid. I loved concept art. It was really fun. I enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as what I do now, but I liked it a lot. It was very
It was a fun game, a fun job.
What schedule for your chibi drawing lesson on your website? I don't know what you mean by schedule. It's a recorded class. You can go through it anytime you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hair is mostly done. I'll probably watercolor some of the lighter bits. Okay, let me think. Oh yeah. There we go.
Dude, this is Miki. Miki, yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Look at her.
Ouch! Oh! Oh, poor girl.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Who else compares everything to their OCs? Everything that they see is like being compared to their OCs. Like every video you watch, you're just like, somehow you relate it back to your own character.
Me.
Colton, share the meme. $5. If you send me $5, I'll be waiting. I got my PayPal open.
Marker is great for this kind of stuff.
My whole Pinterest feed is outfits for my characters. Yeah. For
Yeah.
real. Relatable. Except it's like outfits for my characters and then things I want to study. Mainly like facial expressions. I'm out of chalky milk.
You're out of chalky milk.
Strawberry milk, though.
Yeah, we do have strawberry milk. We do.
Song? What are you talking about? The song changed 1 minute ago. What kind of markers are those? Ohuhu.
Oh, markers.
Ohuhu reached back out to us. They said they're launching a new brand. Not brand. What am I talking about, dude? A new set of markers. They're blendable acrylic paint markers.
Dang, bruh.
Seamless blending between acrylic paint markers. Is that interesting or what? It hasn't launched yet, but they asked if they sent us a set. Would you guys be interested in seeing how those work? We'd make a TikTok about them. or featuring them, like the Tira one. Yes. Yes. Want to see? Yes. I'm crying. She's no so nonchalant, huh?
Who?
Who?
Me? Who? Did I respond in a nonchalant way?
She's just a chill.
It's a chill girl.
Yeah.
Woman. Bum, 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 bum.
Good.
Okay. I got that. And then we're gonna add a little bit of this purple. I would say, like, when you're doing like traditional art, especially like with markers, and you're adding like darker colors like purple to red, it kind of feels like you're adding like a multiply layer on top. You know what I mean, Colton?
Sorry, I was writing an email. I told him
okay.
yes. What?
Working with markers like this is almost like working with a multiply layer.
It kind of is.
Because like
think it
it's
kind
like
of is.
subtractive or something like that. I don't know what that's called.
I think it is like
Multiply. Here we go. So purple does a few things to red. It desaturates and also darkens, but it also creates like, you're not just adding black, you're creating like a different hue.
Thinking about gaslighting my cousin into giving me his coping markers box because he doesn't use it anyway. Sounds good to me.
As long as he says okay.
They blend so well, they do. This is my favorite song. What is it with people in the songs today? Is this the same music we always listen to?
Something like that.
What are you listening? Are you listening to the same thing that we are? Maybe it's our volume is just really low.
Okay, I'll use this.
You're right, it is a good song. I like have to like inject the headphones into the center of my head in order to hear it better. Look at that, dude. My headphones are literally like embedded in
They're gonna create a...
in my ear.
Okay. And then...
My
There we
puppy
go.
is laying with me. I'm so happy. She's also taking up the entire bed, annoyed face. How did you turn something so amazing into a negative statement?
I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying.
I'm so happy. Ugh.
Take out my entire bed. Ugh.
Whoever this character is, it's super cute. Yeah, that's right.
You're like...
Mm-hmm. This is
You're
my
like-
character.
It's Colton's character, yeah.
Mickey.
Mickey.
Mickey Beaky.
I actually drew Mickey witch version.
That lobster is too buttery.
And it's pretty cute too. I like drawing Mickey as cute. Sassy cute.
Yeah, she's kind of a...
She's kind of vain in a way.
I finished my 550. I'm more than halfway on the 1,000 heads challenge, chat.
Okay.
More than halfway. I did a bunch of these. And I did a couple more today as well. And we are starting on 551. Let's go.
Sick. Okay, there's that. That's the horns. Let's actually turn this into like a purple wings.
Anyone gonna watch the meteor shower tonight? I'm not sure. Knowing this state that we're in,
Probably not gonna be that interesting. What time does it start?
Probably like 3 in the morning or something, dude.
Yeah. It would be really cool. That's like a cute little event, like an Animal Crossing event.
Do you always start your circles at the top like this?
Yeah, I do. I think
What if
so.
you start them like this?
Bro, I would I would not be able to survive.
Wait, chat, when you draw a circle, where do you start and where do you end? Oh, that looks good.
Well, thank you.
Peaks at 4 to 5 a.m. Central, but it's active all night. Whoa. Probably won't be able to see it here for real. Top and then the bottom. Wait, what cursed way do y'all draw circles, honestly? You want to know how I draw my circles? Dude. We should make a TikTok on that.
Wait, yeah, we should.
Watch this. You ready? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, this is how I draw my circles. You like that? What about this one?
Oh, I mean, I guess it looks pretty good.
How about this?
Gestalt. Oh man, I mean that's definitely a lot more effort.
I don't know. Can't draw right now. Dude.
Only scanners draw circles like that. Scanners.
I can't draw. See, these are literally better circles than I could draw myself. Oh, I guess that's okay.
Have you tried drawing circles with the Miki method?
The Miki method.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
That's real.
Dude, look at this. Do you see the start or end?
No, I cannot. No, I think I know where you started.
Where?
Is it?
Yeah. Why?
Because that's the thinnest part, and it looks like it meets in there. Everything else looked pretty continuous. Okay. This is literally the perfect dark brown.
Oh my gosh. This is literally... Dude, we went out to look for the new Alani flavors today. Sold out.
Yeah. You're the one that likes the Lonnie the most out of the two of us. I think they're just really strong that I don't end up finishing them. I always take the baby sips. And then by the time that I get back to the drink, it's like warm. Because I waited too long. And I don't like finishing half.
How do you do shadows and highlights? Shadows are created by when light doesn't hit something. Highlights are reflections of the light source.
Yes.
So think of highlights like a ricochet. Like pew, pew, pew. And then it like bounces off. Shadows are like... Shadows are like... Imagine you have an object and you like spray. And it comes out. And anything that the spray hits gets hit by light. And anything that the spray doesn't hit is obviously not hit by light. Can't draw circles to save my life, so I portion them off like Colton. Nice. See?
It exists.
Wait, Liminal, do you do like a tech programming job?
I should have you do some ghosting exercises, Liminal.
Dude, I've been wanting to... I don't know anything about programming, dude.
He said, "Yeah."
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Nice guess.
I want to make a bot for our Discord server that plays bingo. with people. Not with people, but like during stream we could play bingo and people could get like cards, and if people win the bingo, they could get like a prize or something. Like it wouldn't all be programmed, but like it would be like partially manual and partially like automated. But we have an actual bingo thing right here.
Wanna play bingo, chat? I'm kidding.
That's actually one of the things I never really did. Programming. In high school, I took a class on, what is it, Pascal? Or I don't remember what the programming language was. I never really understood it very well. It's probably just because I didn't try very hard. I think I was really interested in art at the time and like kind of focused on that. Could Miki win at Monopoly? I mean, she could win.
June would win it all the time.
Yeah. It depends who she plays
Depends
against.
who she plays against. If it's with Miko, she'd win all the time.
Yeah.
Miko would be like, I don't know if I should make this decision.
Yeah.
If it was with Tira, Tira would probably be like...
Tira would definitely win.
She would
very
definitely
smart.
win. Yeah. June would totally win. Naomi, she probably could be like tied against or something.
Naomi would only buy the cute spaces.
Yeah,
She'd be
she
like,
would. I don't know.
She'd like, boardwalk? Oh, that's
okay,
fancy.
that's fancy. Okay.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, ew. Ew, railroad? Why would I want one of those?
Yep, she would be like that.
Hide the money under the board. Yeah, she probably would.
Miki would probably try to find ways to like cheese it, knowing her kind of personality. Okay. Colton, are you jealous? Oh. Oh.
Very sad.
Okay.
None of the recent watercolors, like your watercoloring has gotten so much more advanced that none of our Miki watercolors are at this like level of finish. Like they're good. They're certainly good. That one's really cute.
This one's the last Miki watercolor I did.
But you can tell that this one's a lot more refined.
Yeah, it's a lot more refined.
This one's great, dude. I love this.
Oh, thank you. I'll have to make another one of these for you, Colton.
You'd give her the same mouth.
I would. Yeah, I gave her the same. She just has.
It's just
her expression. She's it's just kind of more slanted. But
she's
yeah,
like,
she's like that. Okay. You know, I'll say Mickey, 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 Mickey.
Mickey, Mickey, Mickey.
Devil Mickey.
Mickey, Mickey, so good now.
All right, this one's done.
no
Wait.
ways.
I forgot to add one thing. That's good enough. There we go.
The fish hooks.
The fish hooks, yeah. Mickey fish hooks. Is that a bug? Ugh.
Oh no! I tried to sweep it off and it just went. Wow, what are the odds of that? I literally have a perfect paper towel right next to me.
Mickey luck. All right. This is Mickey wish she would look like this, honestly, all the time. This would be a Halloween costume. I wanted to give her this as a Halloween costume, but made her a pirate
no background
instead.
color.
I think her. I don't know what to make for a background color.
She could be like glowing. Like, oh my gosh, I'm literally glowing.
Okay, we'll do that.
I don't care. Like, it's hot.
Let me think of what color I should use.
So, love the Smug Miki absolute masterpiece.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Smug Miki is the only correct Miki.
Yeah. I'm trying to find bright pink.
Is the ear intentionally meant to look like that? Is blending with the hair?
Eh?
Like the ear on the left side?
This side?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just something someone asked in chat.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I wanted some of the ear to pop out there. in.
There's two kinds of chatters.
What? Okay, I got it. What's the two kinds of chatters?
Just people who come in and vibe.
Yeah.
And then people who come in their first like I feel like people will scroll through art streams, and every stream they get to that's like an art stream, they try to immediately find something that they can point out that they don't like.
Oh yeah.
And then there other people will come in and they'll vibe. Like they'll occasionally be like, "Oh, like what about this?" or "Oh, you forgot the XYZ."
Yeah. Okay. I gave her a little bit of glowy bits in the background. I think that's pretty fitting. All right. First watercolor is done. Ooh, I thought that was a... I really like this one.
You're going to send the video of you.
That's fine.
What do you think, Colton?
How do you like your lovely OC Miki to be shipped off?
I like it. I don't like it being shipped off.
All right. Time to do the next one. And this one is for I Munch Bread.
That is funny.
Huh? Is this 2 pieces of paper or is it
Right
one?
after, like 2 seconds after I said that, someone comes in and says, "I don't like the red on the lower half. Maybe remove it." And then someone said, "The guy just read you like a book." That's really funny.
that's so funny. That is so funny.
I love it.
How could I even remove this?
I love it. I love the red. You mean the red top? The red of
This
her...
part?
It wouldn't ever get removed because you want to know what the client asked for? For the books. The client asked for this outfit.
I think they
Oh,
were
were they?
joking. Oops.
I can never tell.
I can't tell. It's just so unpredictable.
But it is a good
That's a good comment.
it's a good comment. I mean, if you were joking, you definitely
You got us.
you got us. You got me. There's just so many people that come in and do that. But it is a good topic to go on, which is don't forget client. What the client wants is what you do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, black hair.
Otherwise, you don't get paid. But if you don't want to get paid, then that's fine.
Okay. So this is the character I'm
I
going to
was
draw
referring to
next.
the clothes. I mean, what else on the image is red other than the clothes?
I mean, if you want to give me an idea of how to remove this without destroying the whole artwork and having to restart.
But you wouldn't remove it because
wouldn't.
that's not what
the character...
what the paying customer asked
Yeah,
for.
exactly. Like, why would I remove something that's literally what they asked for? Maybe they weren't
Obviously,
joking, actually.
Someone who's never done art for money before.
You're not the client, so I wouldn't listen anyways. Like, why would I listen to the client, to someone who isn't the client?
Yeah, that's funny. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Let's see. Okay.
Mm-mm. How do you overcome brain block after every artwork?
Brain block.
I don't know. You don't get brain block after art, do you?
What does brain block even mean? Do you mean like you just don't know how to function afterwards?
Art block? Oh yeah, I assume they meant art block. It was a joke. Oh, it wasn't very funny joke. Did you sent a video of you drawing a circle? Not sure if my YouTube messages weren't going through. I watched the whole watercoloring. It looked amazing. Thank you
Oh, yay!
so much. Honestly, no, we're shipping it.
We're shipping it.
If you don't want to ship that out and keep it for yourself, that's completely fine. No,
Oh.
I can't.
I can't.
As much as I'd like to, that's not responsible of us.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
would not be
we joke
responsible
around
of
about
me.
it.
If it were to
joking.
go missing,
Then I'd be...
I'm kidding. You ever get the good old lower back pain after longer sessions? Absolutely. Absolutely. Ah, la 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 la. Yeah, Christina with the Miki watercolor. Look at this, Christina. It's horrible. This is what Lau sent.
I loved that movie growing up as a kid.
What is it?
It's Monsters vs. Aliens.
I've never seen it.
Some people say it was a bad movie, but I actually enjoyed it.
How dare you do that, Lau? That's just a drafting pencil. You can get them at any office store, art store. Absolutely, I get lower back pain after longer sessions. Funny enough, I don't usually get lower back pain on stream.
Interesting.
Even if we do like a 10 or 12 hour stream. Maybe it's because I'm like not like and stuff. Can you get that at Michael's? Probably.
Yeah, most likely you could get it at Michael's.
They might be like $10 though, so you might have to, you know, Mom, can you send me $10? Mom, can you send me like $18? Oh, they wrote out like description and stuff.
More like a backstory, some description. And then
What color of hair and stuff?
yeah, I do know what color. Black hair and then kind of pale eyes, I think.
Are
What
you
is-
in the chat? Crap. What was the username?
I munch bread?
No, the other one, the one that they chat with generally.
Oh, I don't know.
Hodoclism.
Photoclism. What character are you drawing? Someone's OC because they got our anime art school.
Awesome. They're here.
Awesome. And she has like kind of fluffy hair, right? Looks like it.
Bum, bum, bum. What character are you drawing? It is an OC of Cataclysm Games.
So
Or
nice to
rather,
have
I think the parent runs that account specifically.
Let me think. Should I have her eyes open or should I have it
She has
closed?
fluffy hair.
Okay, got you.
Great. That's fun. What tip would you give to someone that is just starting to render traditionally and or digitally?
You have her winking.
Start simple, like start in 2 values. There's a reason that they teach Noton first, which is like separating the light and the dark. You need to know what's in the light and what's in the dark. And then after you know that, you create the transitions. Soft, hard, and lost edges. Everybody thinks like rendering is about like blending, but it's not. The vast majority of rendering happens before the rendering. Her eyes are a desaturated rusty red for the question earlier.
Yes. Is it like rusty red all throughout or is there like a little color change?
And someone says, ah ha ha, just didn't want to draw the other eye.
Okay,
It's funny.
let me think.
I think rendering only applies to digital art as in like color. No, not at all.
No, industrial artists do a lot of marker rendering.
Rendering is just an object responding to light. In fact, when you learn rendering in industrial design, you use Copic markers. That's why they have the value scale.
I mean, like
Rendering has
before
nothing to do with digital art.
digital, people were rendering traditionally.
You guys laugh in lowercase only when something's not funny.
What?
See that? She found that funny.
I did find that funny. I don't know, because it feels like It's kind of true. Like
I don't know.
I just heard it physically happening. Like, huh, huh, huh. And I don't know.
What is industrial design? Honestly, I'm just gonna Google it because I would just be making my best guess. It's like a branch of design. Professional practice of creating and developing physical products destined for mass production. That's what Google's AI overview says, which may or may not be accurate. Industrial design commonly branches into 4 primary categories. Product design, focusing on the physical item and its utility. Visual/graphic design, covering branding and packaging. User experience, UX design, optimizing physical or digital interaction. And service design, improving the holistic system around a product or service. What a good definition. What a good definition. It's basically you're going to work in the world of producing things that actually get made. Phones, keyboards, chairs, anything. It's a branch of design. They teach it at design school. You can sign up for it and enroll. The product engineering. I'm sure engineering would be part of it, but you'd more likely have engineers for that. Industrial designers mostly focus on like aesthetic, packaging. Like they're not gonna build, like the person who designed what the phone looked like, they didn't design any of the internal components and circuit boards and stuff. That's like a different job. Like I studied industrial design, entertainment design specifically, which is like a sub branch of industrial design that focuses on entertainment, like games, theme parks. We rarely deal with structural, like actual calculations that deal with like structural stuff or technology. It's more like packaging, like one of the things that I designed was a lazy river, right? So like at a theme park, you'll have like an inner tube ride that goes along and people ride on it, right? Like they ride on these inner tubes. It's called like a lazy river. I would design the path of the lazy river and how it goes around, and then maybe the foliage and the rock walls and stuff along the river. I would never design any of the pumps or motors that make the river go. Same with, like, I designed like a wave pool, and like you don't design any of the stuff. Like they would message you and say, "Hey, this isn't possible. Could you do something more like this?" Like you would get feedback from the engineers, but you wouldn't design that specific part yourself usually.
I munch bread. Do you mind if I turn these into like little buckles, like these little straps into buckles or something? It's for confirmation.
The color gets darker towards the middle, like towards the pupil.
Okay. So darker, like a dark, even darker red, almost black. Love your art style, so beautiful. Thank you. All right. So this is the pose. I'm hoping you like it so far. I think it's pretty cutesy. Ooh, maybe I gave her some piercings. I think that'd be pretty cute, but we'll see if we do that.
Love it.
Do your guys' videos still help out when I'm trying to figure out my art style? Yeah?
We teach foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of what art style you have, it's still applicable. Like design and shape appeal is universal. Like what kind of emotions do sharp shapes evoke versus round soft shapes?
Mm-hmm. What vibe?
Versus square stable shapes. Like that transcends art style. It has nothing to do with the style. It's more activating like the reptilian part of your brain. That's what it does. It's like survival instincts or bright colors or moods. Like you would learn about that kind of stuff in a design class. Like we'll teach that. We don't teach it very often on stream, but that's like beneath art style. Or rather, that's what people would build art styles out of as well. Like A soft, squishy, cute art style might have a lot of round shapes and low contrasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want, that could work. Like Cotton Candy Bubblegum Land. They use a lot of those design things when they're designing characters for video games. Like, if you're designing for characters in a game, like a League of Legends or an Overwatch or something, they use a lot of shape language because you have to be able to tell very quickly whether a character is like a sniper or a tank or a healer.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking a class by Jewfoot, he was a designer at Riot, and they focus a lot on that, like DPS, support, speedsters. They focus a lot on shape design that communicates very quickly what a character does through just looking at them. Like, are they fast? Are they slow? Are they strong? Do they deal a lot of damage? And that's all based on like shape design and a lot on culture as well. Like a sniper rifle. Like, obviously, if something shoots a laser, it doesn't have to be long.
True.
Fang talked about that in FZD a bit. Like, you design things to make it clear what they do. At least in like entertainment design, and in industrial design as well. It's like you don't want people confused by what something does, and that changes with time, right? Like if you gave someone from 1850 an iPhone, they would have no idea what it does. But like if you give like a person from the modern day an iPhone, they'd be like, "Oh, it's a smartphone." So it changes like over time with the culture and stuff, and it also is just like a pointy object is dangerous. A round object is probably not as dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Until you add spikes to it.
And if you add spikes to it, that it's dangerous, yeah.
You can combine shapes as well to create different effects.
Try to distinguish characters who are more serious with sharper features.
Oh, absolutely.
I love
That's
the
great.
time serious people will have like this look,
Yeah.
like a scrunched up look. Like there's different ways to communicate
resting-
the same thing.
Resting.
RBF.
Yeah.
Your school in person or is online? It's online.
It's online.
Oh yeah, it's on our site drawanime.com. Want to learn more about colors and the anatomy. We've come to the right place. Maybe not today, but did you guys worry as much with art styles when you were starting up? Not at all.
Not really. I didn't even think about art style as a kid.
I did not focus at all on art style. Art style is something you can change later anyways.
I think the idea starts like forming when you're like on social media and people always like, I love your style, love your style. So that kind of creates this idea in your head that it's important.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that a well-rounded professional artist can draw in almost any style. They just have styles that they tend to lean towards because it's what they prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Does school cost any kind of money? Yeah, it is a paid
Yes.
program. Yeah, you can change your style. It's like the shape design that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a character that's more realistic and grounded, and then you can take those shapes and you can change them and make them bigger, make them smaller, make them more cartoony, less cartoony. It's like a design exercise that they teach in design schools as well. Dan's work from earlier, he did some design exercises. That Lupin the Third art that he did that I showed earlier. Here it is. This isn't changing exactly the style. Like, partially it is, but You can see right here. He's changing the shape language of the same character. Like this one right here, the third one on the top row. That one's a little bit more realistic than the left one on the bottom row. Like, this is stuff that you learn how to do, that you can control. There's classes on this kind of stuff. It's proportional changes. So, but the skills are the same, right? Being able to draw clothing and fabric, being able to draw anatomy, or not even anatomy, just like figure drawing. And you can mix it up and change things. And here's another one of his artworks. This is the same artist around the same time. This and this. And then also like this kind of thing. This is my buddy Dan. And this. So it's like style is something that you can consciously control, and you can also get better at changing things. Good night, Lizzie. Have a good one.
Bye.
Are the classes one-on-one? Some of, well,
Depends.
the anime art school it's a recorded curriculum, and then there's a version where you can get a whole term of one-on-one mentorship meetings. So those would be, there's two different versions. They both use the same curriculum though. And it's huge. It's like a college. There's a bunch of different classes. It's an entire year of content, of 3 terms of 14 weeks. So, and you take multiple classes each term. So it's kind of like a college alternative or a college replacement. But I do recommend you learn from a bunch of different places, because it's good to learn from everywhere. But this is a complete package. Like, it is cohesive. It's an entire contained program.
Yeah. It's 497 USD. Thank you, Dahlia. Yeah,
Mhm.
one-time payment.
Well, thanks. It comes with faces and expressions. Comes with a full perspective class, a painting class, a rendering, color theory, character design, costume and clothing drawing, a lot of stuff.
Okay. And this is almost ready to erase. There we go. Oh, I don't want to forget a bit of that. There we go.
Clothing needs work, but it's good for a stylized approach. What?
What?
See what I'm talking about, chat?
Yeah.
Two kinds of people. People who come and vibe, and people who go and scroll through art streams and try to give critiques.
I'm like, yeah, this is meant to be a stylized piece. I think people just critique without context.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say critique, it's criticize.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's basically, nobody asked, so.
No, nobody asked. But that clothing is not bad at all. Like, you would get compression in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You would get folds that wrap around the arm. It's a cylinder.
It's also vague and kind of stuff. It's like clothes needs work. Okay, clothes needs work. Can you tell me how? Can you tell me where the compression and tension fold should be? Forgot to do this part.
In my design school, you have to ask before criticizing. Like, why would you not ever do that? Like, I totally agree. Like, The world does not need your wisdom. Other people don't need to hear your vast amount of knowledge on a subject matter. And so there's no reason you should ever give a critique without someone who's looking for it, because there's a very large chance, if you actually want to help people, like I'm talking about people who actually want to help other people grow, you always should have permission to critique. Otherwise, there's a very, very large possibility that you are going to have the opposite effect. If you actually genuinely want to help other people, not like you want to share your amazing knowledge and brain power and flex, right? I'm saying if you genuinely want to help other people, never give a critique without permission, because you are going to have the opposite effect.
Yep.
Some people are very kind and will go, oh my gosh, thanks. And they're really nice people, a lot nicer than the person giving unsolicited advice. It's unsolicited advice. It's like going up to someone in a grocery store and critiquing what they're buying off the shelf. It's not needed. You would never do that. Like, it doesn't help people. If you and that's like the thing is that most people who give unsolicited advice, they're not actually interested in helping someone else. That's never the intention. They're interested in showing their knowledge or explaining things or whatever. Because if you actually want to help people, you would have to understand the context of their situation. There is no advice without context. Like, you have to understand why someone is doing something in order to be able to critique it.
Mm-hmm. And when we critique, before we say, this looked bad, because we don't really say it looks bad. We just say, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Like what's your goal?
There is no advice without context. You have to know the context of a situation. And that doesn't mean, and a lot of people will think, but I'm right. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not the point.
It's not about being right either.
You know what I mean? Like, it isn't about being right, because again, it's not about, like, it's like, aha, so it wasn't about helping people.
Yeah.
You can be right and it backfires.
Yep.
Like, one of the first things you learn in a design school, at least a design school that teaches you what you need to know, is that you should never critique people without, like, an unsolicited critique or advice. Not if you really want to help people. If you don't want to help people and you just want to flex, by all means, do it. But again, it's about you. It's about you if you do that. It's not about the other person.
What color is her general outfit? Like the sleeve part? Would you say it's black, or would you say it's like maybe a different color? I can tell the buckle parts or like the strap parts are meant to be dark. What markers are those? This is Ohuhu markers.
Yeah.
Black? Okay. Makes it easy. I like monochromatic characters that are just all black. Got a vibe going.
Long finger.
Yeah.
It is a little bit long.
It is a bit long.
As your line art, not smudge. It's I don't know what you mean. You mean the it's a bleed proof ink.
Yeah.
It won't smudge. It's designed to not smudge no matter what. You learning on digital is transferable to drawing on paper. Yeah, I mean, drawing is drawing. Like, if you know, I mean, obviously there's going to be the transition of one medium to the next. But yeah, red is red, blue is blue. Like, if you learn how to, let's say you learn how to paint an environment, or I'll make it even simpler. Let's say you learn how to draw a box. You learn what a vanishing point is, you pull lines out from it, you draw a box in 1 point perspective. That exact same thing would work on a piece of paper. It's no different. The only difference is the technicalities of the medium. Traditional art can be a lot less forgiving, so if you make a mistake, then it could potentially be harder to undo. What size is it? I want to get a frame. It's 6x9.
6x9.
We will send it in a protective plastic sleeve, but a frame would be cool.
Yeah, I have had people frame it, I believe.
Yeah, learning on digital is definitely transferable to paper. I mean, a lot of tattoo artists practice on an iPad or digital.
Mm-hmm.
It is it's an OC.
It's an OC. I think what I like about these watercolors is that people are like, ooh, who's this character? They're cool. And then the person who's like the OC's owner is like, I'm getting compliments. Yippee.
Hi, I'm Koi Celeste, a owner of a musical animatic. Your skills are amazing for a role we need. Are you memeing? You have your own manga or anime project that you work on? We have some stories, but we haven't created a manga on it yet. We're definitely going to at some point. Honestly, Anime Academy takes so much time.
It does.
We have 2 books that we publish, but man, it takes a long time to make. So we just haven't started our one shot yet, but we're going to at some point.
I think I need to make all these straps way darker to differentiate them from the cloth.
But it's kind of a pet peeve when people do that criticism without any kind of solution or help to offer. Yeah, it makes perfect sense when you realize it's not about helping the other person. It's about flexing their own knowledge.
Yeah.
When you take help out of the question or out of the equation, it's like, oh, I get it now. You see it a lot. Not to like generalize, but you see it a lot with people who are relatively low level. And a lot of the time, people who spend tons and tons and tons of time watching tutorials and building up a technical knowledge of things without actually practicing very much, you see a lot of critiques, unsolicited critiques come from those types. Like, obviously, there's a lot of those people who just enjoy learning about stuff. But, like, I don't even know. I want to say, like, what, like, maybe 70, 80% of the time. Even more. Because, like, skilled artists, a lot of the time, they're busy drawing. Like, they understand the context and the difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never had a teacher that I've respected a lot who's really good that was, like, a jerk.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of the best ways to get like blacklisted.
Yeah. They're very sensitive about that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, dude, if you take someone like James Peck's class, so respectful of any level. My favorite artists are always so incredibly respectful.
And understanding.
Yeah, understanding and respectful. You see a lot of people give unsolicited advice who just haven't done very much themselves. I mean, it makes sense too. Like if you studied art a lot, but you didn't really draw, so you didn't have very much art to show, how else would you show your ability than to come into comment sections and chats? You know what I mean? Like, artists who practice a lot, their work speaks for itself. Like, you go, I know what I'm doing, here's the proof. But if you have no proof, how else would you prove it? You'd have to go and tell other people that you know what you're doing. Does that make sense?
I think this is what I'll do.
Like, what you were describing sounds like a Redditor. Yeah, like, artists who have... Now, that's not to say that there aren't really good artists who are jerks. Totally agree. Met some of them myself. But, like, how else would you show technical knowledge if there's no other way to prove it because you have no art? Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Because you're just like, Yeah, the professional fighters often express the least desire to go on street fights. Yeah, because they don't have anything to prove. It's like people who are not confident or who are not or insecure in their abilities often have to make up for it by trying to get other people to think, or you know what I mean, to show it.
Yeah.
But like most of the time when someone really knows what they're doing, they're not bothered trying to prove that they know what they're doing. I just think that makes up for a massive number of people who give unsolicited advice and critiques. It's like, it makes sense. How else would you prove that you're smart? Because you don't have any way to show it, because it's like you don't draw. Or it's like people, yeah, it's like your thing. It's like people who aren't good at fighting, it's like they have to prove that they know what they're doing. But people who are good, they're just like, they're not bothered. I think there are places where they accumulate as well. What's up?
I have a question for the hair color. I'm kind of thinking, what if? So you said that it was like black, but with some red in it. What if it was like mainly black, but then it transitioned to red? What do you think about that? Like a dark red, desaturated red.
Oh, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Who are y'all drawing? This is an OC of
By
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm Games. I'll just wait for the response before I start on it, I guess.
Like, what if there was a gradient in there?
Yeah, like a gradient from dark to kind of like a
They
desaturated
say
red.
yes,
that'd be cute.
so cute.
Okay.
Yippee! Okay. I think this is what I'll do.
Nice, Sarah.
So I'm gonna have to go a little bit strategic on this.
Sarah, look, I got a new soundboard.
Ooh.
Staring on your sample.
Okay.
Bro.
Hell no.
Now we've been doing the fa a lot lately. I love it. But like also artists with a lot of experience, they understand that there's so much nuance and context behind things. And just people with experience, with like actual real like boots on the ground experience, they understand that there's so much context behind things. I find that a lot of the time beginners underestimate the sheer amount of nuance that can exist.
Yeah.
Not because of any like not of it out of anything like bad or malicious. It's just like it's not there. Like that is what the lack of experience is. It's like a lack of understanding that there's nuance.
Yeah.
So it's one dead giveaway is, you know, when you get a critique from somebody that's not asked for, and they don't try to understand any context behind the they give advice without trying to understand context. It's basically a dead giveaway that the person doesn't really know what they're doing. It's like someone giving you directions, but they've never asked you where you're going.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like someone comes up and knocks on the window of your car, and they're like, go straight and then turn left. And you're like, bro, what? You don't even know where I'm going. Like, you know
you're supposed to do X, Y, Z, but it's like, what?
It doesn't make any sense. Easy access made everyone a critic. Yeah, and like the protection of being behind a username.
Oh, yeah.
But like a lot of people need to hear that because they'll get critiqued from someone else and feel bad.
And think that something's wrong with them, or
exactly.
Or they'll be like, oh, well, I heard that they should say I need to do this, but I'm like, no, they don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly. And you confuse people. That's why it's so bad to give unasked for advice, is because you literally just end up confusing the person that you're claiming to try to help.
Yeah.
It's like such a high chance of doing that. You're probably going to set them back, which is the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. So it's like you just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's not about them. Can I ask how your overhead camera is set up? Yeah, we have like this arm. I'll draw a picture of it. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
Honestly, even this hairstyle is really cute. Like from white to light pink or dusty red is actually kind of really cute. Are you
It
gonna go
looks-
see watercolor? Yeah.
The camera setup looks like this. I got it on Amazon. And then, of course, the drawing is down here. It works really, really well. We used to use one that was like this. And it just shook so much. It always accidentally got like bumped out of place. This one never gets bumped out of place. I absolutely love it. And it's just clamped onto the desk with a clamp. Oh, dude, this streaming setup has been like years in the making. Just optimizations and making mistakes and having issues and all kinds of stuff. It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a work in progress that I feel like has reached a phase where it's actually pretty
Workable.
workable and pretty good. Now the only issue is stinking hot air coming through the window because it's in Arizona. And we're like,
Dying.
what's it called? What's called? The arm or the markers or watercolors or something?
So there's that.
I low-key
And
be
then-
holding my phone in my mouth to show my friends. I totally know what you mean.
I'm just gonna grab some of this dark.
Is using watercolors for the hair just easier than using markers because of blending?
Yeah. And also, I don't have the specific colors for her hair, so I'm just using watercolor for now. And it's also, I have a larger brush, so it covers more area in a smoother way.
Oh yeah, the arm is from Small Rig. SMALLRIG. I actually really like their stuff. I happen to buy like a number of their things. Yeah, and also, okay, maybe it's kind of expensive, like $70 on their website. But you can adjust. You can adjust it. Like ours is up at an angle, but this is how it is on their website. But you can actually put it like this. Like you can raise this thing up a lot, so it's like this. It gets really, really high. I really like it. I never want to go back to that other one, dude. It was just nonstop trying to get the camera lined up. Like I can bump that camera and it just doesn't.
Doesn't budge.
It doesn't. Like it'll wiggle, but it does not change its position. You can tell what we're passionate about, bro. The camera mount. That's when you know someone does a lot of streaming and stuff. Is when they're like,
For my camera mount.
That's the
Alright.
thing. Like you'll often hear this advice floating around a lot, which is like, oh, what brush do you use? It's like they like, and then people go, oh, pros, they'll use any brush. Like, no, dude, are you kidding me? Have you ever hung out with pro artists? They talk about brushes all day. They know it's not what makes you good, but what else is there to talk about when you're good? Brushes, bro. Brushes and types of paint and setups, and oh, you've got your layers over there. I have mine right here. Huh, maybe I should try that.
I'm just waiting for this part to dry.
It's like race car drivers talk about race cars. It doesn't make you a good driver. But, dude, like, you're going to talk about brushes. They talk about brushes so much. Sharon brushes. Oh, I'm going to try this brush. Oh, send me that blending brush. Digital brushes or physical brushes? Both. We took an oil painting class last year. And he's like, oh, I use this brush, and I like you having a long brush like this because I do this, and both. Like Christina really likes the rounds.
I do.
I use flats a lot. But dude, pro artists, they talk about brushes a lot.
I do. By the way, chat, I know this looks like garbage right now, but this is just the first step. I remember when I first started digital art, my watercolors looked like this with the hair, and it's because I didn't add any other extra stuff like shadows and stuff. So right now what I'm doing is a light layer, and then I'm gonna go over with dark to clarify all the other edges. I remember I used to leave a lot of my watercolor at this stage and it always looked trash, and I was like, oh my gosh, why? I don't understand. And now I know why. It's because I'm not doing this part.
Curious at your guys' level, what specifically are you guys still wanting to improve at? Oh my gosh, everything.
Oh my gosh, so
For
much
me,
stuff.
I do not feel like good at all. Like, I'm not like totally disappointed in my work. I enjoy drawing still, obviously, but like, dude, what isn't there to improve at? Get better at everything, honestly. Want to be able to design better, draw characters that look super cute and interesting. It's really the same thing. I would say the only difference is that
The level of skill and the benchmark.
yeah, like a beginner would do a still life and a pro would do a still life. Like, you're doing the same things, you just want to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself very good. Like, I've worked professionally and I teach fundamentals, but like, oh my gosh, I look up to people, you know, like if you compare my level to someone like Reno Tuna, I'm like a baby. Like a little infant baby. Not even I haven't even been born yet. Like, not saying that in like a self-criticizing way, more saying it in like an excited way, like not even out of the starting area of your favorite game.
Yeah. It's like the game is so, like, there's so many vast skill levels that
Yeah.
it feels like the start of a game instead.
Like, that's totally the thing. It's like, I feel like I'm not even out of the starting area. Or it's like, maybe I'm like in the starting area, but I'm like a more experienced player in the starting area, but I haven't actually gotten out. And that's exciting. Like, your favorite game, the longer there is left to play it, the better. And it's a game that never ends as well. So that's amazing to me. I love it.
Okay.
Like, that's one of the reasons that I think it's so important to view art in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
If you view art in a way of like, oh my gosh, I have so far to go, it's going to take so long. Like, imagine if that view was instead, oh my gosh, I have so far to go, it's going to be so fun, there's so much to learn. Like, I cannot wait.
Or it's like, what can I do
No.
right now with all this skill that I just learned, you know?
Yeah, it's like you're in its starting area and you just unlocked like the stone pickaxe and you're like, dude, this is such a big upgrade, oh my gosh. Or you're like, oh, I'm so far from the diamond pickaxe. Ugh.
Yeah. But it's like, oh my gosh, I got this stone axe.
Yeah.
That's gonna help me think so much better.
Like, think in terms of like a growth mindset. It'll help you a lot. That's I really caution, not saying don't do it ever, but I caution against your first gut instinct to be, what's the fastest way to get to XYZ?
Mm-hmm.
It's like playing a video game. You're like, what's the fastest way to get to level 99?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that means you're focusing on level 99. So if it's not fast and it can't be fast, then you're just in for a depressing ride.
Yep. And yes,
Or
this
quitting.
is someone's OC.
It's like, that's what's so awesome about Ketsu.
Yeah, he's just
It
like a
feels-
protagonist, like a really cool like shonen protagonist.
Yeah, it's like every single time he's learning something, he's just like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I just learned this new thing. I can't wait to use it.
And
It's
that's
like
why,
such a
like,
good way to view art.
I don't think, I mean, from what I've experienced with him, I don't think he almost has any like negative connotation of like, oh my gosh, I'm so far. Like, I've never even heard him say that.
Nope. And the awesome thing is you can have this mentality at any level. You do not have to get to a
Particular level.
prerequisite level to have a view of art that's just excited about every new thing.
Mm-hmm. Like even, like Goro Fujita, super good
Oh.
at college. He's like, the sky has pink in it.
Yeah.
And the wife's like, what?
He's got like 1 million followers on Instagram. He's a super popular artist. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I love that so much.
I love it. It's like playing a roguelike. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, for sure. I'm so far from where I want to be, and so what? It's like you can have both. I want to get really good, and I'm excited about it, but I'm also excited about this thing I'm doing right now. That's how it feels like in Pal World right now. That's why I want to play it so bad. It's like, oh my gosh, a level 60. Oh, it's going to kill me if I get near it because I'm such a low level. I want to get there. But then you're like, oh my gosh, I just unlocked this new tool. It's a little bit better than my last one. I'm so excited. It's like thinking about art in that way. I feel like some game designers and developers have really nailed that. It's super fun where you currently are, and it's also exciting to see down the road to where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think about art in that way. Like, it's fun where you are, and also you're excited about the future.
Yeah.
It's such a different mindset than, oh, I have so far to go. How do I get good as fast as possible? How, like, questions like, how long will it take me to become a pro?
That's a trap.
That's dangerous. It's a dangerous statement. Like, you can ask it in the right context for sure. Like, oh, if I want to become a professional artist, what am I looking at realistically? But are you asking it from a place of, like, emotion, or are you asking it from a place of, like, you're building a plan?
Yeah.
Because it's a dangerous question. And I'm saying dangerous because I don't want to say the word bad.
Yeah.
Because
it's a risky.
it's a question that's like a hand grenade.
Yeah.
It could blow up in your face, or it could, I don't know, win the war.
It's like a Russian roulette.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's a double-sided. I don't even know. Like, yeah, it's just a dangerous question.
I'm really happy about how this hair turned out. Like, I was like, oh crap, this looks like but it turned out good in the end.
This OC is adorable, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to actually add a highlight, and I might use my acrylic marker for this.
But it's so cool as well, because it's like the real world is the ultimate sandbox game. Like, you could wake up one day and realize you're making a living from your art. You're just like, when did this happen?
Mm-hmm. That's what I ask myself every time.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Christina and I, we started, Draw Anime Academy a couple of years ago. And we, like, worked our hardest on it, but it was this entire channel and everything was just kind of like a concept in our mind. Like, we hadn't built any of it. Like, I literally remember the day I went out and made our YouTube channel. I remember the day we made our TikTok.
Oh my gosh, really?
0 followers.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's like the ultimate sandbox game. It's so interesting because it's like in the world, like TikTok is literally free. Like, you can just go make a TikTok, and if you make a bunch of videos that blow up, like, you could be making a living from it. Or YouTube. Like, you can literally make a YouTube account for free and upload videos for free. And if you do a good job, you make money from it. It's, like, weird.
Yeah. Okay, I actually need to make this little decision right here.
Not saying that you absolutely will. Like, if you make a YouTube channel, you will make a living from it. But, like, it's something that you can actually practice and get better
It's
at.
like RNG. But also, like, skill and stuff. All right.
That's cute.
Thank you.
The highlight in the eye, that was just an acrylic paint marker from Ohuhu.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the brand of those?
It is.
You have a couple brands of them.
I do, but it is the Ohuhu brand. I need to make a little bit more saturated in the shadows. There we go.
Art is like that too. Like, you start with a blank piece of paper and you build an artwork from scratch. And you plan it, you do sketches, you make a compositional thumbnail or two, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll choose this pose. You find references. Like, that to me is so cool that you can just turn a blank piece of paper into something that, like, comes alive.
I'm thinking. I want to add a bit of blush.
Good night, Lau.
Bye now.
Have a good night.
Okay, this is almost done.
This is the last watercolor painting.
Yep.
Mickey, no. We're gonna have to get another one of those.
Oh
made.
yeah, I will make another one.
What if you made? What if you did all the girls as devil girls?
Oh, that'd be cute.
No, we don't do any animating yet. So pretty, Christina. I loved watching these being made. Lau says.
Yay! Thank you.
Lau, can you send me 4 Mickeys? Lau, can you send me like 18 Mickeys?
Okay, I might need to lighten this by dabbing this a bit.
You missed Mickey Devil, unfortunately.
Oh, walk in. No. Add a bit of blush.
What's your favorite anime? I don't know. Hard to say. One anime that I did not expect to like nearly as much as I did, Overlord.
Oh yeah, Overlord's actually.
We've seen it. We've watched through it like 3 times. It's good.
It's good.
And ship the girls out to me. $7,000 maybe for one per image. This is what I get for waking up at 7 p.m. Are you the new Tory? Overlord is really good. There are just some parts that are like, yeah. But honestly, my brain blocks those out. I don't even remember what parts are, like some weird, like lewd stuff probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You watch it, and when it's happening, you're like, what the heck? But then afterwards, you just remember like the story. Then you recommend it to a friend, and they're like, yeah, what is this?
Like, no. Look at the story part. Oops.
Is your program a one-time pay? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You can check it out here. Oop. All right, Kurenai
I can't wait
is
for those
done.
bodyguard books to show up.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So Kurenai. And I'll sign on the bottom. Boop.
No, I do not want to update. My phone is going to break something. Obviously, it always does. What am I looking at? Look at this, dude.
Oh, ew. Oh. Oh,
You wanna know what the top comment is?
That's a sleeve, isn't it?
Who are you wearing? Oh my gosh, dude, this comment.
She was so fun to draw. I actually really like how this turned out. Actually, let me do this.
How I draw hands.
Help.
Oh.
There we go.
Could have gone my whole life without saying that.
There we go. Yippee! So, we did Miki watercolor, and then we also did Kurenai watercolor. Actually, I want to color this part a little bit darker. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And I think that wraps it up.
I watched that Gesture Girl one or let it marinate more. We might have Pow World to play tonight.
Yeah, let it marinate a bit more. From Japan, hello. Konnichiwa. I don't know.
Completely self-inflicted, by the way.
It's like bathing under a waterfall.
Ew.
Ew, that's gross.
Dude, what is with all these monkeys? TikTok now wants me to watch a bunch of baby monkeys. Dude, look at them. They're cute. Look at what they did.
Managed to make it for this QTC worth enough. Aw. Well, you can always rewind and just rewatch, right? Wait. One more thing. Needed to add a little bit of shadow in the hands.
Holy.
feel like it would have been really cute to add like a red string to show her powers, but I feel like I wouldn't really know where to put it. Oh wow.
Should you and I do a stream where we try to draw in a different style that's completely unusual to like what we do, like maybe like this kind of style or something?
Oh, that's fun.
Not this kind of
Like
style.
like tutorials or you what? Sorry, I missed the question. I
make
didn't
like
really...
an attempt to draw in like a different style.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Well, this maybe not
The
that.
Renaissance style when? Oh, I don't know.
We could do like a Renaissance pose.
You're funny.
Banana now.
All right, I gotta clean up.
Reversal red? What's that?
Sounds like an anime.
Reversal red.
Reverse red. Oh yeah, that sounds like an anime.
Yada. Ultimate reversal red. Deep purple.
I like how like these two. This one's like very colorful. This one's kind of more muted, but they turn out like they kind of look like opposites. Come look.
Dang, bruh. That's cute. Thanks. Dude.
I'll make another one like that. How about that? You can get kind of like a digital effect, like with traditional, but like it depends on like what edges you use. Like this could be like the digital piece. You
I
know?
bet this is gonna be the thumbnail for the video. Like, let's make this the YouTube thumbnail.
Oh my gosh! Help.
Someone's gonna come into stream, and that's just gonna be what they see.
Yeah, that is. All right. Well, you want to wrap up? Play Power World?
Yeah, you don't even have Power World yet.
Well, get it after stream.
A million views instantly. That's the power of Miki.
That's the power of Miki.
That's the power of Miki. All right, everybody. I just got back from the bathroom. That's the first thing I see. Great. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out and showing up.
Y'all, if
We
you want to check
appreciate
out,
it.
if you want to learn how to draw, you can check out Anime Art School. We teach you all the fundamentals in order to draw your characters and backgrounds from imagination. Yeah.
What about those cursed circles?
Those are funny. All right, meow meow time.
Yeah.
Man, I like both of these watercolors a lot. I'll just flip back and forth.
Everybody, thank you for hanging out and showing up. Appreciate it. We are going to wrap it up. We'll be live later on.
Sentient Microwave, thank you for the follow. I like that the username. It's funny.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. What?
That's a funny one.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, so inspirational. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, you.